La da dee, la dee dow, la da dee, la dee dow. She's just like you and me, but she's homeless. Ooh, she's homeless. Ooh. And she stands there singing for Zimini. A la da dee, a la dee da. A la da dee, a la dee da. A do 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 do. Drewski, look at you dropping in first. You know what I'm saying? You got to be first. You gotta be first. You gotta be first. Mama's depression was heavy today. You could tell by how late it is that I'm here. You can always tell. Mama got a little bit of denial, a little bit of depression, depressive denial. But I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. What's that from? Miss Santana, hey boo, Jared, Jamie, what's going on? B. Lewis, what's up? What's up? Ooh, 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 doo doo doo. Big Mitch in the house. You at work, Big Mitch? Told I'm starting my show. You just now starting your shift? Okay. That means you gonna not be in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be driving and such, etc. I feel you. I feel you. Hey, Edward, what's going on? What's poppin', Eddie? Speaking of Eddie, I was just watching a clip from Family Matters. Y'all remember Family Matters back in the day? Y'all remember Laura? Laura, the daughter, the one that Steve Urkel was like crazy about? Well, she was like, whatever. What's it called when your feet go out like this? That used to kill me, even back then. Even back then, that used to kill me, y'all. I used to be like, oh, she gotta know this. Why she don't just pretend to stand straight? Hey, Julian, Rick Giles, what's up, babies? How's everybody doing? How y'all doing? Yeah, her feet used to trip me out, man. They were like duck feet, you know? Her feet would always go. She just go walking in the room like this with this cute little outfit on, but then her feet were doing like this. Yeah, like her feet supposed to be straight. Her feet would go out like this. Oh, oh yeah, Steve Urkel. Steve Urkel do remind you of Buzz Lightyear a little bit, don't he? He got a Buzz Lightyear kind of feel to him. He do. Let's see. Oh, let's see. I'll put that up. Hey, Marilyn. What's up, baby? How you doing, children? How you feeling, Marilyn? Ooh, pigeon toe. That's what I was thinking. It was pigeon toed, but I feel like pigeons' feet go in, don't they? What's this called when your feet go in? Because it's in and then it's out. What's that called? Yeah. I guess maybe this is pigeon toe. But what's this then? When the feet go inward like this? It's called awkward as hell is what it's called. It's called weird as shit is what it's referred to as. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Mm-hmm. Mm. All right. Let's see. Got that. Everybody hit the like button, you know what I'm saying? Do it to it. Do it to it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, Joe, what's up? How you doing, Joe? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What the fuck is that? It just rolled down this hill. What is that? Is that a person? That was weird. Gondola crashes down Switzerland. What the fuck is a gondola? She's steady dropping out babies. I forgot what I was looking for. Oh yeah. So send me a text. Hmm. La-da-dee-la-di-da. All right. Francis De La Rue. Hey, boo. How are you? What's poppin'? It's the last day of the month. Oh, last day of another terrible, terrible month. Oh, it was terrible. It was awful. It was awful, Francis. It was an awful month. Francis De La Rue, it was terrible. The month was terrible. Duck footed and pigeon toed is the opposite. Okay. There you go. Well, she was whatever this is. She was this. And she would just be like, there was a lot of bad actors on that show. You know, it's so funny. This is so off topic, but the anyway, like the Steve Urkel, the Family Matters, the Steve Urkel show, basically is what it should have been called. But it wasn't supposed to be centered around Steve Urkel. Like he was supposed to be this small little role in it, but he took off so much that he became the whole center of the show. But what I always wonder is, how is that even possible? Because all the other actors were terrible. Imagine what Family Matters would have been without Steve Urkel. Like, it wouldn't have happened. It would have been a pilot, and the pilot never would have took off. Like, it would have been nothing. It would have been, it just would have been, it would have, if it even got picked up at all, it would have been one season and that would have been that. It wouldn't have got another season. Okay? Because of Steve Urkel got to grow up on that show. He got to turn into a 6-foot person on that show. He got to grow almost to 6 feet tall on that show. Okay? And it was because it was on his back. But it's so funny knowing that they all, like, especially like the dad in the show, was like actually like kind of pissed at him because they ended up centering the show around him. But it's like everybody else on that show was terrible. They were terrible actors and actresses. Just awful. They were so bad that there was a little sister. The roles were so terrible in Family Matters. They had a little sister to start with. There was a little sister there. They killed her off without even killing her off. Like, just one day, she just wasn't there. Like this. So it's like, oh yeah, I got a little sister. Here's my little sister. And then the next day, just everybody just act like she was never there. Nobody spoke her name. They didn't replace her because they had to get a new one. No, they just suddenly just act like there wasn't no little sister. You know it's bad when they can just get rid of you. They ain't gotta replace you. They just act like you was never fucking there. Like, you know how bad that is. That's bad, okay? It's bad, Lee Hamilton. So I'm talking about Family Matters, y'all. It's talking about Laura Winslow's feet for some reason. Don't ask me why. Well, I was watching a clip a while ago. That in like a second ago, so it's on my mind. She came busting through the door with her feet like this, and I was like, oh my God, I remember that. I used to think that was so fucking weird. I was embarrassed for her. I used to be embarrassed for her. used to be like, girl, just pretend. Just fucking pretend. Oh. Oh yeah, it was her mom's fault. The little girl, her mom, I guess, was being like a being one of those helicopter moms or something. And they was like, fuck it. Bye. Bye. And they were right too, because nobody missed her ass. It was just one less horrible actor in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, without Steve Urkel, there was no Family Matters, and that's just what that is. It ain't nobody's fault. That's if anything, it's thank Steve Urkel. It's thank I can't even think of his name now right now. Whatever his name was. It's like Jaleel White or something like that. Oh, let's see. Same thing happens to Happy Days. Oh, when the Fonz became the star. Oh yeah, that's something. Yeah, like old shows back in the day, they would have a breakout star, and that would be the thing. Like that's what you hope for. You hope that there's some kind of spark. You do a pilot and you hope that something sparks it, and then that's who sparked it. The Fonz, freaking the geeky neighbor next door. You know what I'm saying? The shit, I can't think of his name. Like Steve Urkel, yeah, Steve Urkel. It happens. That's luck. That's happiness. You think they'd be happy, but no, because in their mind, their terrible acting they were supposed to be a great, great star. You know what I'm saying? It's like they took the cop from freaking what was that show? What was that movie back in the day with um where was the yippee ki yay motherfucker? What was that? With the terrorists took over the tower. Die Hard. like the dad was like the guy from Die Hard. It was a cop, and he was a cop too, which is hilarious, right? Because he was a cop in that, and then there he was a cop in the show. You know what I'm saying? Hey Jeanette, what's up, baby? Chad Franklin, thank you, baby. Thank you, honey pot. Mama appreciate you. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. For it is the last day of the month. This is my last shot. I don't act like it the way I wasn't on here yesterday. You know what I'm saying? My depression is big, okay? It's big and it takes over my whole life and existence. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing I'm still kicking. Ooh. Let's see. All right. Short stack of ribs. What's going on? I just got done cooking pork ribs in the oven. Ooh. Ribs are something I rarely eat, honey. It's always weird. I don't like bones. Like I don't like the bones. The bones remind me too much that this thing used to walk around. You know what I mean? I like to be fooled into thinking that my food didn't used to live and breathe. You know what I'm saying? I'm this close to being a vegetarian. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm this close. I'm annoyed. I'm like weirded out by the bones of animals. Like I see the bone and I can't help but be like, man, this thing used to walk around. This thing had feet, bro. This thing got feet. It used to have feet. And it had thoughts and stuff would chase it and it would run and try to escape with its life. And now here I am. I ain't hunted or nothing. I just walked in a store right lazy and just was like, here a couple of dollars. Can I have this? And this thing that lost its life. It struggled and lost its life. That's terrible. See, you ain't supposed to be thinking that much about it. That's how you know you'll end up being a vegetarian one day when you putting too much thought into the food. Okay. Ooh. Hit the like button for mama, please. Please and thank you. See what Daryl got going on. See what Daryl got going on today. Let's see what Daryl got to going on today. Look at this here vehicle. You kick. Ouch. Ow, ow, ow. Mm, mm, mm. Okay.
All right.
Given
Kevin,
what I see on
what's
the
up,
screen, the
Kevin?
objection is overruled.
Okay. And Your Honor, for the sake of time, I'm just going to ask the witness to look through these photos just as if he had them in front of him, and then I'll ask some foundational questions.
Yeah,
So
add some foundational
105 is on the screen.
questions
Do you see
for
it, sir?
Daryl and his holy Bible.
Yes.
Do you need more time to review that photo?
No.
Jessica
106,
said,
please.
what?
Yes.
Do you need more time to review that photo?
Objection
No.
leading.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
107,
Yes.
do you need more time?
No.
108,
Yes.
do you need more time?
No.
109,
Yes.
need more time?
No.
110,
Yes, I recognize, and I don't need more time.
111,
I recognize, and I don't need more time.
and 112.
I recognize that photo and don't need any more time.
I recognize it. I don't need no more time. Thank you.
Where were each of these photos taken?
Each of these photos were taken at that secure facility that where Waukesha County Sheriff's Office, their secured facility. This is indoors at that facility.
Okay. And do you believe each of these photos is a true and accurate representation of what the vehicle looked like once you towed it to the secure facility?
Yes.
A move for admission of 105 through 112.
Daryl, they talking about your car.
Objection.
They talking about your car, Daryl. You gonna let them do that?
Noted. Exhibits
You gonna let them talk about your house like that?
106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, and 112 are all
Daryl, they talking about your house, Daryl. I can't believe you gonna let this stand. You gonna let them do that? You've changed so much, Daryl. I can't. The old Daryl would never let them get away with that. But here you are. You a changed man. You tell the judge I told you that. You say, Mama said, my mama said that I'm a changed man. Ooh. You tell her that. See, don't she let you out of there? She gonna let you right on out of there, Daryl. Ooh. Keep your head up. Ooh, child. Let's see. Bam, got it. Nailed it. Whee. Mama forgot a step. But now she remember. Yay, I got my link to my membership. Oh, thank you, B. Lewis. Thank you, baby. Mama appreciate you. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's the last of the month. Mama appreciate you, baby. Y'all know Mama is community funded. She is. She's community funded. Mama is. The guy made me feel confused, but he made Daryl look dumb. It don't take nothing to make Daryl look dumb. Benjamin, what's up, Benjamin Button? What's up, baby? What's going on? Howdy do? How are you? Wait, did I put that in there twice? No, I didn't put that there twice, did I? Maybe I did. Either way. Yes, honey.
received permission to publish granted.
Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, B. Lewis said, and we're back with Daryl and his 1963 astronaut haircut. They did used to embrace those hairlines a whole lot better, didn't they? Back in the day, they used to, cause you would end up with that hair. You be 18 years old when this done already started happening. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, you know, men turned into 65-year-olds like in their teens, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, they back, you know. Call the astronaut. Oh, Daryl, that's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, gotta keep Mama off the pole. Yes, thank you, B. Lewis. Because Mama don't need to be on the pole. It's not good for her spirit, her soul, and her upper body strength. Okay, so Mama appreciates you. Yes, she did. Hit the like button, please, please.
As to all.
Mama little coins, Mama little coins. Ooh, ooh, coins.
So in this photograph, sir, is the, what's the condition of the front bumper, please?
The,
Overruled foundational.
Damn, look at that tag.
the
I ain't never noticed this. Look at this fucking tag. What in the fuck do you gotta do to make your tag bend up and bend over? I never noticed this before. Look at the tag on this bad boy. Look at this. It's pushed up and then it's folded. His tag, it flipped up and then folded in half. That's wild, bro. All this car did was take care of you, Daryl. It gave you a place to live. It put a roof over your stank ass head. And this is what you did to it. Look at this. You turned it into the nightmare of small children at every parade that ever will exist again, because people aren't just afraid there. They're afraid everywhere now at a parade because of this. Yeah, I bet people don't let their kids roam in the streets no more at parades. I bet you did. And it's all Daryl's fault. See how that little girl was just dancing and prancing in the street, and her parents felt just fine about them sitting there and just watching their daughter, watching this little girl just dance right there because there's a parade going on. There's not cars just going down the fucking street. It's, and then like 2 feet away from her, flying by, comes a random red fucking SUV. Luckily, she didn't trip on her own little tiny feet and fall back at the wrong moment. Every time I see that clip with that little girl just kind of like hopping around in the street and then he just goes roaming by, I can't help but think that. I can't help but think it. Every time I see that, I think, oh my God, it's a good thing she did not fall down or something at that moment. Or, how you be driving. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. Thank you, baby. Mama, appreciate you. Oh, yes, honey. Yes. But every time, what did I call it? Did I not call it the license plate? What did I call it? The tag? What did I call it? Isn't that the tag? Isn't it the same thing as the tag? No? The fuck did I call it? I thought I called it that. What did I call it? What did I call it, J-Pa? Did I call it something else? I thought I called it the license plate. Did I not? I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I called it something else. I don't know. Damn it, my ADHD is not going to let me figure out what I was just talking about. Now I don't know. Shit. What was I just saying? I was just saying something just now. I want to remind Mama short-term memory is failing her terribly. Right? And this is all done with him driving not even fast speeds, but him hitting people. Him driving through people. At a slow speed. Enough to do this. At any time did he hit a structure and then like just back away from it and then keep going? Or not? Anybody know if he hit a structure aside from when he went and pulled into that driveway or whatever and hit that stump? Aside from when he hit the stump, does anybody else know of a time where did he run into like a car or a sign or a pole or anything? Anybody know? What, Maryland? You say Canada has its own Daryl? Who what's his name? Drop the name in the Chizat. Let me see. It was a 2018 and his name was Alec Minassian. To look that up. Okay.
Front bumper is
Stumps and people.
secured in
Wow,
somewhat-
geez, yeah, that's.
should be its original position with those bungee cords that we
Let's check it out.
previously
Let's
talked
see.
about.
Alec.
Next 106, please. Please describe.
Overall photograph, the front driver's quarter panel, including showing the hood damage.
Was there an effort by you to try and match the pieces of the bumper to the frame of the body, or is that just the way it came together?
Objection. Sped with you.
Overruled. Go ahead, you may answer.
At this time, I was not trying to physically match anything together. It was just for the purpose of securing it for transport.
Okay. What is the position of the driver's side window in this photograph, sir?
The window is down.
Is that the way you found it?
Yes.
Objection.
Overruled. The witness may answer. He responded to the scene where the vehicle was located and can testify based upon his knowledge.
107, please. Please describe.
It looks like Alec Minassian was in a van and he drove up onto a sidewalk. It looks like he drove straight down a sidewalk. Am I right? Am I getting that right? Based on where they ended up stopping his car, that looks like that's what happened. He ran up on a sidewalk. I guess he just ran over a bunch of people.
Describe.
An overall photograph from the point view of the front passenger side of the vehicle.
Next 108.
Objection.
Overruled.
Please describe.
An overview of the front of the vehicle, including the front passenger quarter panel and the front passenger door.
Let's see.
What position was the front passenger window in?
Down.
Is that the way you found it?
Yes.
Okay. 109. Please describe.
An overall photograph of the passenger side of the vehicle.
Yeah, it says Alec Minassian. It says, let's see. Toronto's biggest mass killing case goes to trial. Okay. Trying to find 8 of 10 victims were women. Jesus, 8 out of 10 of them were women. He killed 10 people. Let's see. I was trying to find an article. Interesting. Oh no, they called him an incel. Was that? Is this the same person? Yeah. Damn, they called him an incel. Tell me more. Let's see what it says. Witnesses at Monday hearing. Okay, 2018. Is that right? 2018? Yeah, 2018. Okay. So a self-described, oh, he called himself an incel, honey. A self-described, you know he is an incel if he's calling himself either that or he's stupid and he don't know what incel means. That's one of the a self-described incel who killed 11 people when he plowed a rented van. When you rent people's property, when you rent another person's property to do some sick, weird like that, it's that part for me. It's that part. Hold on a second so y'all can see what I'm looking at. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Daryl, I'll move you over here, okay? Just gonna move you out of the way, little funny looking thing you. Okay. All right. So yeah, witnesses at Monday hearing. Okay. Let's see. Witnesses at Monday hearing described devastation from 2018 attack in which Alec Minassian plowed a rented van into sidewalk. Let's say a self-described incel who killed 11 people when he plowed a rented van into a busy Toronto sidewalk in 2018 has been sentenced to life in prison. Well, I mean, I would hope so. Fuck, what you gonna let him out? Oh my God. It's a Alec Minassian who was motivated by a hatred of women. Daryl, don't this sound familiar? Daryl, this man is out here trying to he well actually that might be where you got your motivation from. You couldn't get Erica to give in to any of your demands of stupidness, and so here you are. Let's see. It was a convicted so motivated by his hatred of women was convicted in March of 10 counts of first degree murder and 16 counts of attempted murder after a judge found that that he drove a white rental van onto a sidewalk with intent to kill. Them girls, how dare them bitches exist and not wanting him or let him touch them? How dare they? How dare they have any type of bodily autonomy? You know what's so funny? The same guys who will do shit like this, right? Will also talk shit about women and how they need to, like, that's why they need to they out here, they need to learn how to keep their legs closed, and they out here being whores. Like it's like they're saying the same, it be the same one saying that shit. It's like, but at the same time, you mad because they won't let you in. Like, you know, the jokes write themselves. Like, how do you not make fun of these people? See, look, it's like, which one? Pick a struggle, honey. Pick a struggle, baby. You need to pick a. You doing a lot. You struggling for no reason. Let's see. Okay, let's see. After at the hearing on Monday, he was sentenced to 20 years. That's it. 20 years for 15 counts of attempted murder, which are to be served concurrently. What the fuck? I hope there's some more charges for some. Okay, with parole eligibility. The Crown asked Minassian to give 10 life sentences. Oh, hell no. That's that. Well, they're a little too lenient over there. You know what I'm saying? This is pull switch, make thing go boom. We like make thing go. Oh, let's see. Earlier, the Toronto court heard testimony from witnesses and victims who recounted the horror of the attack and their struggles with PTSD and the aftermath. My world has changed forever, said Janet Zhang. Let's see. First responders Charlene McKay told the court that she still has panic attack. Damn, that's the people just looking at it. I don't feel like he should have a normal life. She said, yeah, absolutely he shouldn't have a normal fucking life. No. He shouldn't even know what a normal life is after that, actually. I mean, he should be choked out just for thinking about a normal life. Other victims detailed, let's see, I'm going to read something about, see, Minassian's actions took the lives of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's see. Eligibility. I wonder if he had a manifesto. You know, they always talk about these men. Whenever somebody does something crazy like this, they'll talk about a manifesto. Yeah, I'd be talking about a manifesto. I wonder if he had a manifesto. Let's find out together. Let's find out if he had a manifesto. I don't even know what a manifesto is, but I have an appreciation for them. Let's see, manifesto. Oh, ooh, here we go. He said he was radicalized online. Oh, interesting. Tell me more. Let's see. Okay. Alec Minassian. Sorry. Alec Minassian, after said after his arrest, he drew inspiration from men who used violence as retribution for being unable to get laid. You know, if you kill her, she can't fuck you. You know that, right? I'm just saying. It's like it's not even an option now. Like, it seems like that's gonna take away more than it's gonna give you. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like one less bitch to fuck. You know, just saying. I don't see how this gonna help you. I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Daryl has admitted that he was a violent misogynist. Okay, so the man accused of killing 10 people and plowing his van onto a crowded Toronto sidewalk has admitted that he was a violent misogynist who was radicalized online in a video that was made public on Friday. Can I see this video, please? I would like to see this video, please. May I please see it and make fun of it? I would like to mock this man officially. Okay. I would like to officially, just wreck this man in hilarious ways. Just really devour his self-esteem. Let's see. The attacker traumatized Canada's largest city, and cast a spotlight on the so-called incel online subculture. This guy might be the reason. Is this kind of the reason why? I remember like a while back there was like this thing with the incel, like where the where they were like the feds had their eyes on the whole incel thing, like they were, this is how they like learned that there were all these like online forums and stuff where they'd be plotting, where incels would be in there plotting. Well, maybe if y'all was outside trying to score, you wouldn't be in these forums. Guess what you're not gonna find in the forum? So bitches, that's when you ain't gonna find them in there. They ain't in there. And then they'd be like so mad. Back in the day, I used to try to coach the weirdest of guys that I'd be like, man, you probably need some help. I'm gonna, so I would tell them little tricks that they could use to at least get in the door. Now, once they get in there, just try real hard not to be yourself, probably gonna fuck it up. But if you know how to shut the hell up, I just tell you this thing to do. You do this thing, and she will at least, it'll be a little window thing. Now, when that window happens, you gotta know when to shut the fuck up. Like, cause you talk yourself right out of some drawers. Like, there's certain things that you can use. Like, typically women like to be listened to. It's not something that all guys do. Not all guys listen to women. So there's like certain little things that if you know how to do. Back in the day, guys knew this. Back in the day, guys knew the little tricks, the little things to do. Like, they know when to shut the fuck up. Like if you're a person, whenever you start talking, people don't like you no more. You gotta shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like if the guy is really attractive, but every time he starts talking, it's like, fuck this nigga. Like, why is he talking? Why he gotta keep talking so much? Everything he says is wrong, like, and weird. And you'd be like, never mind. I was gonna just do it for shits and giggles, but now I just think I gotta go do laundry. Oh, but these incels, they just in a forum together, just complaining about how no draws in sight. Let's see. The attack traumatized the Canadians. Let's see. In a nearly 4-hour interview after his arrest, Minassian told police officers that he was a virgin who had never had a girlfriend. You know how many girls are out there that if they find out that you are a virgin and you are a guy virgin, they just want to take it just for shits and giggles. You're like safe playing field, you know? There's a bunch of girls who want to do it, but they are scared because diseases and stuff. And they find out that you are untouched. You're like just a safe place to play. But they don't know this. They don't know this. They don't know that that's actually attractive. You just gotta find you're in the wrong circle. You're in the wrong circle. You need to find the circle that's gonna find that appealing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, telling you. But they don't know that. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you're a virgin, you say. Oh. They be like, oh, come here, I can fix that. Let me help you out with that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to just fix that real quick. You're going to be up and going. You know what I'm saying? But no, they expect for girls to just show up at their house. Strange girls to just show up and just... That's the expectation. They don't go out. They don't try. They're scared to try because they're scared to fail. So then they just be in the house just mad that girls don't just show up at their house. That shit's crazy. Let's see. Minassian told police officers that he was a virgin who had never had a girlfriend, admitted to using the van as a weapon, and said he wanted to inspire more attacks. That's right. We gotta kill all these bitches. Like this. How is that gonna help? Like if you just want to have nothing but men to spoon with, I mean, just keep it up. That's all you're gonna have. That's all that's gonna be left when you get done. I'm just telling you. I ain't telling you don't do it. I'm just saying what's gonna look like afterwards. So like it's gonna be nothing but dudes to spoon. Talk about creating a new problem. Wow. So Daryl, look at this. Unfortunately, what's crazy though, if you think about this man did this because he couldn't get a girl. Okay. He couldn't get a girl is why he did this. Daryl got 3 different baby mamas. No, if Daryl can talk himself, his homeless, disgusting, flea-bitten ass into some drawers, you need to start thinking about your life choices. How is Daryl got 3 baby mamas and he's got the charm of like some shit that I flushed down the toilet 2 days ago? You know what I'm saying? Like he is just, if he can pull it off, that's how you know that these guys don't even be trying. That's how you know. It's numbers. It's a numbers game. How unfun would it be if every girl that a guy walked up to said yes? They wouldn't even like girls no more. It'd be like, It's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? That's how you find out your skills. That's how you learn your craft. That's how you find out what girls like about you. Do you not want to know what girls like about you? This is what you're supposed to do. This is how you know. This is how you learn this. But these days, it's the computers, I'm telling you. It's the computers. It's the computers. Back in the day, they didn't do all of this. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do all of this. They would be like, you know what I'm saying? That's where the guys who weren't out being social, they were, you know what they were doing? They were reading. They were learning stuff. And then by the time they came outside and was doing stuff and working, bitches was all over them. You know why? Because they were rich. From all that studying and reading and building shit they were doing in their cave. And then they came outside and was like, okay, I got this, I'm gonna build this, I built that, da 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 da. Next thing you know, a fucking millionaire. And now all the bitches, they don't gotta look for bitches. Bitches be looking for them. That's what it is. And that's how it works. But now guys just sit online and watch what they think is happening. They think, oh, all the girls want these beautiful men that they're seeing. They're like, oh, look at all these handsome guys all over the computer. Why would a girl want me when there's these guys running around? Oh, when they don't know that these guys ain't worth a shit and they cute to look at, but don't nobody want to talk to them. Like, and that girls is just taking pictures of themselves for themselves and they ain't even really outside like that. You know? It's crazy. It's terrible. It's a terrible time to be a child. And I'm glad I'm not one right now. Oh. Oh, let's see. Man told me that all men are lesbians. Hold on, Robert. Let me read that. That sounds interesting as hell. You say, a man once told me that all men are lesbians because lesbians want women and so do men. Hilarious. Oh, yes, honey. Oh, I do not mean in that way. Oh shit, Robert, you know what you just said something offensive. Let's see what Robert said. What Robert said? He said, has anyone noticed that Afro Man has like 20 videos now? He is going to get in trouble with that many. Oh, you mean music videos, you mean? I'm telling you that interview with me. I'm about to check that out. So there's an interview to that. I'm about to check that out. That sounds hilarious. Well, not hilarious, but terrible. Make fun ofable for me at the very least. Let's see. When I had a girlfriend, it was good. The second I spoke, my girlfriend. Oh, I did not mean it like that. What was talking about tonight? Well, we were talking about Daryl until somebody just pointed out that this man existed. I didn't even know this man existed. Interesting. This was in Canada. I guess I just got it. Well, I didn't know about it. Yeah. What is it? Incels, autism. What? Don't be blaming that shit on autism. They on here blaming it on autism, honey. Have to check that out. Let's see. Let's see if I can find. Let's see if there's a video. Is there a copy? Let's go in here. Paste that. Let's see what this is. We got a video of him. Oh shit, look. Oh, look at him. Oh, look, yeah. Oh, hold on. So we change this. What is that noise? It sounds like something chattering. Let's see. Hey, what's his name? Alec? Hey, Alec, how you doing? I see you got one of those situations like Daryl had going on your head. I'm starting to think that might be why this is happening too. What is that? Is that what the problem is? That you can blame your mother for that. You know, that's hereditary on your mother's side from your mother's father. Think you might be taking this out on the wrong person, Alex. Ooh, here we go. Let's see what's popping.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Good.
Nah, Daryl ain't autistic. Daryl just an asshole and a homeless weirdo.
How you feeling?
I'm good.
You feeling?
Are you feeling
My
good?
name's Rob Thomas.
Nah, you feeling good.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you? How are
This
you?
bitch said he feeling
doing
good,
okay?
y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably had better days than this, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am a little shaken, to be honest.
A little shaken?
It's not like it's not my usual day, obviously.
Yeah, no, I can appreciate that. Yeah. Alec. Do you mind if I call you Alec?
Yeah, sure.
What do your friends normally call you?
Alec.
Alec. Yeah. Alec, my name's Rob Thomas, so I want you to call me Rob from here on in, okay?
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Rob.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. Alec, I want you to understand something. I'm a senior detective with the Toronto Police.
Okay.
Do you understand what that means?
Yes.
You know I'm a police officer.
Yes.
Okay. I don't wear a uniform. I wear a
You know what's ironic is that this man did all of this because women wouldn't fuck him. So now he's done put himself in prison where he's definitely never gonna get. That's never. It's not even. He's gonna die without it now. Alec, you might as well have just went the other way because that's your first and last experience is gonna be with a man. Okay. You did all of this when you could have just went to like a gay bar. Like you just could have did that. Like because that's, you gonna be the same sex in it the rest of your life. So just some perspective for you, Alec.
suit and tie because of the type of work that I do. But although I'm in a suit and tie, I'm an actual police officer, okay?
Oh, they put this on him so that there won't be any more like disappearance of anything like DNA and stuff, like whatever. So they take his clothes away and then they put him inside this thing. So they took his clothes and then they put him inside this little suit thing. That's why it goes all the way down to the little foot, like the little onesie. They put him in the onesie, Yeah, he feeling good about himself
I'm
too.
the senior investigators on this case. Okay, I got called in for this specific case because of what's happened and the involvement and everything else that's been going on.
Yeah, because
okay?
you ain't shit, Alec. Yeah.
Before we get started, I want you to know that we're being videotaped and audio taped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Yes. Everything I say and do is being captured.
Exactly. Yeah. On audio and video. Okay. Now, here's what I want to do, Alec. I want to talk to you. Okay. We're going to spend a good deal of time together. Okay. It's important that I talk to you. All right. I'm going to ask you questions. Okay. I'm going to ask you questions about your background, your education.
Yeah, this guy drove down a sidewalk and killed like 8 girls because he was an incel, self-reported. He calls himself an incel. He was mad because he was a virgin. His words, not mine. He was mad because he was a virgin and no girls would sleep with him. So he drove down a sidewalk that was like a bunch of girls on it and drove over him. That's what he did. And now he's doing an interview. He feels like he's done really did something. They're going to have to fuck him now, huh? I mean, that's what I'm just saying. Like, no, like it, no. No, Alec, no. The logic wasn't logicking with this one.
Your relationships with your family and friends, work, travel. And I'm going to ask you questions about what happened today. Okay? You don't have to answer those questions if you don't want to. Okay? You understand that?
Yes.
But if you do decide to answer my questions, okay, I just ask that you do 2 things for me. Okay. First thing is I ask that you treat me with respect. Okay? I promise to treat you with respect throughout the entire night. Okay? All I ask is you do the same for me. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The other thing I ask, Alec, and I've been doing this a long time, okay? And I typically never have any problems with people or anything like that. I don't expect to have a problem with you today, but if you do decide to answer my questions, would you do me the favor and just speak from the heart? Okay? And just be truthful. That's all I ask.
Yeah, that's
Does
all
that
he's
sound
asking
fair?
for, Alec.
Yes.
Just,
Is that okay?
you know,
Okay.
just do that.
Now, my understanding is earlier today, there was an incident, and you ultimately got arrested by a police officer. Do you remember that?
I do remember getting arrested.
Okay. Do you remember it was a uniformed police officer who arrested you? So in other words, he was a police officer in a uniform?
Yes, I remember he had a uniform.
Yeah, okay. And I know there was a bit of an altercation. We'll get into that. But basically, I just want to kind of cover off a few points before we get started. My understanding is that that incident, the time that you got arrested, you were on or near the area of Yonge Street earlier today. Is that right? And a police officer told you that you were going to be placed under arrest. And he placed you under arrest. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
Okay. Do you remember what he arrested you for?
I believe I may have been arrested for something similar to murder.
Oh, not something similar to murder.
I believe it was originally you were arrested for attempted murder. And subsequent to that, the officer placed you in handcuffs. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then he placed you into the back of his car, correct?
Correct.
And then you were transported, or you were delivered here in a police car to 32 Division.
Correct.
Do you remember that? And following that, you were taken into the building, and you spoke to, I believe it was a gentleman, and he's known as a staff sergeant. He would have had 3 stripes on his shoulder with a crown. He would have asked you questions about your medical history, whether or not you were suicidal, whether or not you understood why you were being placed under arrest.
I remember that.
Okay. When you were placed under arrest, did the officer read anything to you?
I remember being read the signs on the left-hand wall stating my rights.
Okay.
What is
So
it?
you would have been read
Alec.
either at the time you were arrested, or certainly when you got into the police station, you were provided your rights to counsel. Is that right? So it would have been something like this. You're going to be arrested for attempted murder. It's my duty to inform you that you have the right to retain instruct counsel without delay. You have the right to telephone any lawyer you wish. You also have the right to...
Now I'm starting to come back. Yeah, I remember.
Okay, let me just finish here, because it's important you understand this. You have the right to telephone any lawyer you wish. You also have the right to free advice from a legal aid lawyer. If you're charged with an offense, you may apply to the Ontario Legal Aid Plan for assistance. 1-800-265-0451 is a toll-free number that will put you in contact with a legal aid duty counsel lawyer for free legal advice right now. Do you remember that?
Yeah, now I remember that.
Do you remember the officer reading you that?
To be honest, I encountered various police officers. I don't remember which one read me that.
Okay, all right. But nevertheless, you were read. We call that a caution. You were read that caution.
Yes, actually, now that you mention the word caution, I do remember hearing the words primary caution and secondary caution.
Okay, great. Okay, that's interesting, because not a lot of people can remember those words. Okay, so that's what I read you is what we refer to as a primary caution. So you don't. Let me just get this straight. You're not sure if you remember the police officer reading you those rights, or if you were read that primary caution in the building. Is that right?
Actually, I'm pretty sure I was read the caution inside that room within the building, okay, with the camera and the desk.
Right. So we call that the booking hall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know what? Do you know what it is that I just read you? What was read to you when you were inside the booking hall? Do you know what that means?
I believe, to my best understanding, it means, as you said before, the rights that I have, my right to counsel.
Right. Do you know what counsel? Do you know what counsel means?
a lawyer or attorney.
Perfect, exactly, yeah. So what that means is actually a couple things. It means that you can call a lawyer. One, it means at the time you were placed under arrest, you were being placed under arrest for attempted murder. What that primary caution means that you can speak to a lawyer, okay, or we call it counsel. If you don't have a lawyer or counsel of choice, it means that you can call a free lawyer. And we call that duty counsel or legal aid, okay? And the 1-800-265-0451 is a toll-free number that each person has spoken to you in connection with this case. I want to clearly understand. Great, okay. So if you did have any conversation with any police officer prior to being brought into this room, all right? And that includes making a statement or a confession, okay? You came into a garage?
Yes.
Okay, we call that the cell. How many police officers were in the car? And you did that in private, is that right?
Correct.
In other words, there wasn't anybody listening to your conversation?
Correct.
Okay. Now, I don't want you to tell me what the lawyer said, but did you understand what the lawyer was telling you?
Yes.
Okay. Are you satisfied with the information that he told you?
I think I simply just acknowledged. I said, okay.
Okay. And my understanding is he asked you, do you want to speak to a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. And then my understanding is you returned to the cell?
Yes.
Okay. And see in this room? That you're...
This room?
No,
Trying to find where he starts. Let's see. Let's see. Get him.
Okay. I'm not going to have any trouble with you, right?
No.
You promise me that?
Yes.
Okay. I appreciate that. Now I'm just going to take you down the hall. We'll just put you in a room.
Okay.
And okay. So, before we go any further, just tell me what happened from the time we left this room until the time we came back. What took place?
My lawyer told me not to answer.
Okay. I understand that. Okay, and I'm glad you told me that. You know why? Because that tells me you understand what your rights are. Okay. But you need to understand something. Okay. We, the police, have a job to do. Okay, and that job includes collecting evidence, speaking to people, trying to understand and uncover what's happened, what took place, and asking questions. All right. Your lawyer's right. You don't have to answer any questions. Okay, but you need to understand something, Alec. Okay. I still have to ask you questions. Okay. And I'm going to ask you questions. All right. And I'm going to talk. Okay. And it's not. I'm not doing that to make you feel intimidated or to make you scared or to say things that you don't want to hear. Okay. But the bottom line is, we have a very difficult job to do. Okay. And this is a very, very important matter that we're dealing with here today. All right. So I'm going to ask you questions. If you don't want to answer them, you can tell me you don't want to answer them. Or you don't have to say anything at all. I totally understand that. But as long as we can still maintain that respect that we talked about at the beginning, is that cool?
Yes.
Is that cool? You're not going to offend me, okay? You're not going to make me upset or insult me if you say, Rob, I don't want to answer that question, okay? If you're kicking over the table and screaming, well, that's going to cause a problem, okay? But I'm not going to be offended, okay? And I understand, okay? But you also need to understand that I have a job to do. And I have to ask questions, okay? If you don't want to tell me what we did from the time we left, the time we came back, is it fair to say that while we were out, you spoke to a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to suggest that the only person you had any contact with was with me. Is that right?
What do you mean?
Well, you didn't speak to any other police officers. Correct. Right. So I'm the only police officer that was in your custody from the time we left this room until the time we came back. I took you down the hall to a room, placed you into a small room with a seat. I made a phone call, or I had an officer make a phone call to duty council. We originally placed one call. We had to wait. We couldn't hear. We didn't.
Time I was fed.
Okay. Are you hungry?
No.
Okay. That's what you were aspiring to do?
Yes.
Okay. And as far as work, my understanding is you're not working right now. I've never met you before, but I do know a great deal about you. And it's important I get to know you better. And the reason why I say that is because this is an important issue that brings you here today, okay? It's very serious.
Hey, what is it? What's the issue?
And I think I would be neglectful if I didn't at least try and understand who you are.
Oh no, he's not unbothered. He's proud. He did this for the purpose of he wanted to be known for this. He wanted to prove a point. He wanted to make somebody pay. And he didn't even know the people. They was just girls. It was some girls. It was like, look at them girls. If I was a normal person, I would go over and try to holler at them. But because I just have zero self-confidence and I know in my heart of hearts, there's no way that they would ever give me any play whatsoever. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just take them off the market. And he just drives straight through them on the sidewalk. Drives a rental. It's always other people's shit. Like Daryl. That wasn't even his car he crashed into all them people. That was his mother's car. Like this guy. He rents a van. These people said, okay, sign these papers and you can borrow our van. And then this is the contract, says this is when we want it back. Remember, bring it back with the half gas tank filled. And, let's do the walk around, because, they always do the little walk around to look at the car first before you take it away so they can see the shape that it's in. So make sure it looks the same way when you bring it back. And you take it up on a curb and drive through some girls because you can't get laid. When prostitutes exist. I'm gonna tell you something. It's so crazy. How do you do this? How does this happen when prostitutes exist? Like that's why when people talk shit about prostitutes, it's like, look, they're doing the Lord's work. Okay? At the very least, they are, keeping people alive. Okay, because there's fuckers out here. You imagine if they didn't exist, how these people would be. How many more of these there would be? Okay, I'm just saying.
That's all I'm trying to do. You understand?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel intimidated right now? Are you scared or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Will you let me know if that ever happens?
I will let you know.
Okay. All right. If there's anything I say that is offensive, or that you find offensive, or if there's anything I say that you don't like, will you let me know?
Yes.
Okay. The reason why I said it, because I don't want to offend. That's not why I'm here. Okay. I do know this. My understanding is you were in a special needs class in high school.
Ooh.
Okay.
The needs were special. Okay.
Classroom, specifically designed for
tiny bus. Got it.
People with special needs.
Uh-huh.
My understanding is that there were a number of students in that class who excelled very well in certain areas and didn't do very well, or were they performed poorly in other areas. So there were, there was a mixture of individuals in the class, and
geniuses at one particular
the idea
thing.
behind being placed in a special needs class was to focus on the areas where they didn't perform as well, and in my conversation with you, in my experience with people with special needs, because I've been doing this a long time, and I have actually family members who have special needs because of a variety of different reasons. I can recognize people who who have special needs. And, so the reason why I'm saying that is because I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying. Okay? I don't want to be saying something that is going to confuse you or make you feel uncomfortable. And social media accounts, my understanding is you have a, and then all of a sudden I'm talking to somebody and I can see them and they can see me. So one day you're going to get old and you're going to realize what I'm going through right now. Because it's hard. It's hard as a 51-year-old guy to try and keep up with technology. And by the time you get my age,
when that happens,
technology is going to be out of control. But you're a bit of a computer guy. You like computers, eh? You're into software programming, all that kind of stuff. Have you got a particular area of expertise? Like, do you write code, or what do you do?
I don't wish to answer that.
You don't wish to tell me what you like to do and what you don't like to do as far as.
No, I don't.
Going back to the social media accounts, my understanding is you have a LinkedIn account.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But you're not active on LinkedIn. Do you know what I mean by that?
I don't sign in daily.
Right. And the information you have on LinkedIn's fairly limited.
Yes.
Yeah. And my understanding is your Facebook account is your activity on Facebook is kind of sporadic. Sometimes you're on and then you go off and then you go back on and you close down.
Yeah,
your
what's
account
that about, Alec? What's going on with your social media?
Why is that?
Sir, he isn't going to fix your computer.
Am I right to assume that you've closed your Facebook account down in the past?
I may have done it once.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. When did you close it down?
Did you say when or why?
No, when?
I don't remember. It was quite a while ago.
Oh, okay. And how long was it closed down for?
I would say at least a year.
Oh, okay. And then, am I right to assume that you just recently opened it back up again?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And when did you open it back up?
I think about a month or two ago.
About a month or two ago. Okay. And how many friends do you have on Facebook?
I don't remember the exact count.
Okay. Are you active on Facebook?
My rate of sign-in is inconsistent. Sometimes I might sign in for a couple of days, but then might not sign in again for another week or so.
Oh, okay. Is there a reason for that?
I just don't have a specific pattern when deciding to use Facebook.
You don't. I'm just thinking in terms of a routine. Like when I actually use Facebook a lot. I'm surprised, being as old as I am. But one of the reasons why I use Facebook is because it keeps me. I don't post a lot of stuff on Facebook because I'm not that time. I'm kind of shy that way. I don't like to tell people what I'm doing. But I like looking at what other people are doing. And I don't have a lot of friends, but I have a few, and I kind of keep up to date with what they're doing, and I watch and I look. And so as a routine, I don't want to say daily, maybe daily. I go onto my Facebook and I check, but I don't post a great deal of information because I for some reason, I don't know, in my mind I just don't like to reveal what I'm doing. When you say you're on Facebook, what do you mean by that?
I simply mean that I'm occasionally signing in to use it minimally.
Okay. So when you say using, is that are you posting stuff on your web?
It could be posting, or it could be private messaging another individual on Facebook.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, like
what kind
who?
of stuff do you typically
Tell us
post
about
on
your
Facebook?
friends. What about your friends?
There's no specific pattern as to the type of content I post.
No?
Oh, no?
It's just random stuff depending
Yeah,
on whatever
just
you're thinking
regular.
of today. Or...
Ain't about bitches ain't shit.
You could think of it like that.
Mm-hmm.
That type stuff.
And messaging, or what kind of conversations are you typically having on Messenger?
I don't wish to answer that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, I don't wish to answer that.
Am I to understand that you've had some military experience in the past?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Was it in Canada?
That was weird. Why the fuck did he do that? Why did he just do that? Hold on. Watch this. So the guy says you've had some military experience. Watch this. What was it? 15401. Let's see. Trying to get in.
I don't wish to answer that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Watch his body movement.
Am I to understand that you've had some military experience in the past?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Was it in Canada?
Look. Oh, yeah. You heard you had some military experience in your past? He's like, yes. Yes. Why, yes. Well, yes, I have. Sir, it's giving Michael Myers. It's giving Michael Myers if Michael Myers ever said anything at all. Okay, it's giving that. It's giving creep. It's giving scary. Is what it's giving.
Yes. Yeah. And my dad was in the military. My dad was actually in the Navy. He joined when he was 17 years old. And in fact, he wasn't 18, so he actually had to have his parents sign off to.
Hey, Mr. Officer, when you asked him that, when he put his hands there, that was him being open. If you were going to ask him something, that would have been a time to do it. He was really open to the idea of talking about this, whatever this military thing is. Instead, the officer's talking about himself. This would have been a time like, oh, well, what'd you think about that? Like, how was your military experience? Like, what'd you think about that? I feel like he might have rambled. He could have rambled in that.
To give him permission to join the Navy. But, so in the military.
See, now it's closed back up. Missed opportunity. You see what I'm saying? Now he's closed back up. Now he's like, oh. He was like, oh yeah. Now this is something I'm confident talking about. That was his confident stance. He's unconfident most of the time, but there's certain things that he's kind of confident about. When he said the military thing, said he leaned forward and did that thing, but then the cop now is talking about himself. So now he's comparing himself to him in his mind. So now he's back to the unconfident thing. So now he's going to be shut down. You got to pay attention, sir. If you're going to be doing this, you got to be paying attention to the subject. Like what?
The Navy and the Army. Which
was a missed opportunity.
Which one were you part of?
Army.
In the Army, okay.
Here we go. Put the hands back straight. We're going to be good.
Yes.
Oh, really? And what made you decide to do that?
I wanted to.
Told you. Tell me mama don't know what she talking about. I'm telling you, it's body language. It's body language. They let you know. People let you know when they're open. Like him moving his hands like that was his confidence stance. That's something he's comfortable talking about. He want to talk about. Okay, let's see what he's going to say. It's going to be all about bitches, ain't it? I bet it.
Try something new. I wanted to see what it was like to join infantry.
Really?
Okay.
Really? Have you thought about pursuing the military as a career?
I had thought of it at the time that I had joined.
Right. Okay. And were you thinking about doing like enlisting, or were you thinking about being an officer and going through the officer cadet program, or what?
I had enlisted.
You enlisted. Oh, I see. So it was in the Army. And what particular, like, were you?
He likes this conversation.
What particular? I know there's a number of different. Is it professions or a number of different trades? Yes. What particular?
I
trade
was
were you?
Infantry.
Oh, infantry. So you'd be, if called to task, you'd be the fellow on the front line.
Yeah, but infantry means pull string, make thing go boom. I had an infantry friend who used to tell me that. That's what he would say. He would say, pull string, make thing go boom. I was married to a pencil pusher. He was an admin. When I had a friend who was like, he was an infantry, and he would say his job was pull string, make thing go boom. Because they're infantry, they're like the actual kicking in doors and shit, you know. Oh, this is funny.
Line?
Yes.
Charge into the enemy and
Yes.
just
Apparently he
get
was
your
in the
hands dirty
military.
at the pointy end of the stick. Okay, is that?
He was in the military
is
over
it-
there.
Yeah, as per the trade description.
Oh, okay, right on, right on. What? So specifically, So within the infantry, did you have a particular skill that you wanted to develop, or was it just?
I was interested in learning how to use weapons.
Beautiful, okay.
Specifically, large guns,
Look at that.
So large guns is in
Look at the
what?
body
Like,
language.
like.
He's
such
excited.
as assault rifles.
Oh, okay. So you're not.
Even the way his fingers are spread out. Look at this. Look at this hand on his lap. It's like a extremely engaged. You know, it's like excited. Like his hands on his legs, but his fingers separated. He's very it's not anxious because it's not. He's just open inside of this conversation. Like he's really excited about this conversation. This is it's like he's wide open, basically. Look at this.
You're not talking about howitzers and
Look at
cannons,
this.
right? You're
He's
talking
excited about this.
Like
Yeah, because those you can actually hold in your hand.
Right, right. So what type of weapons would the military, the Canadian military, be training their members in? Because you know what, I play a lot of Call of Duty, right? Have you ever played Call of Duty?
Unfortunately, that game isn't realistic. However, I never made it far enough in my basic training to use guns.
Oh, damn.
So I don't know what type of guns the military.
I'm sorry. You infantry. If you was infantry and they never let you touch the gun, I'm gonna say I think there probably was a really good reason why. There was probably a really good reason why that happened.
uses.
Oh, okay. What makes you think? I thought Call of Duty was. Well, I know that the scenarios aren't realistic, but like the weapons they use are realistic, aren't they? And the camo and the uniforms and stuff like that.
Unfortunately, the logistics of how the weapons are fired
Right.
are not realistic in real life. For example, there's a lot of recoil when firing an assault rifle.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. No, I imagine, and you're not getting much recoil on your computer. Whatever.
Definitely
the,
not.
The little handheld console you're using. Of course, it vibrates a little bit. But that's do you play Call of Duty?
I played it in the past.
Yeah.
Well, see, like the officer, he's there's been some talk about his lawyer. So he's kind of, it's like he's it's weird. It's like he's just having like a regular kind of conversation with him right now. Because he was talking about the lawyer thing. Because if they're talking about the lawyer thing, I don't think he's even supposed to talk to him once he does the lawyer thing. Yeah, but there's a reason why he's doing it this way, you know.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I like that. And there's another one I really enjoy was Honor, Badge of Honor.
I've actually never played that, to be honest.
That was actually better. That's better than the Call of Duty. Better, Badge of Honor. I think Call of Duty is Microsoft, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But this was another company. But
Call of Duty is made by Activision.
Activision. Okay, right. And now, yes.
Yeah, he autistic as fuck. Like he's he's super autistic. Like if we could hear, like if his brain, the way his brain was doing what it's doing right now was on display and we could see it, none of us would understand what we were looking at. Like none of us. You can tell.
So Badge of Honor is something else. It's another company. I don't know what it is, but do you find yourself playing? Do you play a lot of video games? A guy like you, 25 years old, imagine you're.
Yeah, I actually like playing video games, especially the violent ones.
The violent ones, yeah.
I just like to let out all my urges into the TV screen.
That's why they're there, right? What about what other ones do you play?
I played Halo a lot in the past.
Okay, all right. That's more of a sci-fi kind of futuristic stuff. It's not. I wouldn't say Halo's terribly violent. I mean, you're killing Martians and things like that.
At least you're not killing other humans.
Yeah. Do you play Grand Theft Auto?
I played it a couple of times on someone else's Xbox. I've never actually owned any copies of Grand Theft Auto.
So as far as being a gamer, how would you classify yourself? Are you like a
I would
big gamer?
classify myself as a hardcore gamer.
Hardcore gamer. So in terms of hours spent during the day playing video games, how many hours would you spend?
I would say an average of 5 hours per day.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. That seems reasonable. That's your age. I'd probably do the same thing.
Even given my course loads.
Okay, and so that's with school.
Yes.
So and you were full time.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're in a computer.
Well, there you go. That's why no bitches. This man call himself an incel. No, you just was busy, honey. You wasn't an incel. You was just busy. You was busy between your job and your school and your Call of Duty, your video gaming. You know, I mean, if you had exchanged video gaming with, getting out there and trying to learn some game, you would have landed some. I mean, it probably would have been trash, but it's, you learn on trash. You know what I mean? You learn on the trash. That's how you learn. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just, unless you on the other level, then you learn on the really good ones. Then you get like maximum selection. But, typically people, they learn on trash. They learn on whatever's easy. This man was too busy playing video games to get a girl. Talking about, I'm an incel. These girls don't like me. How do you even know? You didn't even talk to one. For all you know, they might have all liked you, sir. I doubt it. Definitely, probably. He probably could have got a autistic girl. He could have, they could have had him some autistic children together. That child would be able to pick a lock in a microsecond. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, be the smartest
Degree
little thing
program,
ever.
right? Which is, I imagine, intense.
Yes.
Like hard work.
Yes.
Right? Have you?
Oh yeah, my baby's told me about this man. Apparently, he drove on a sidewalk and drove over 10. He killed 10 people, but his mission was women. He was trying to hit the girls. He couldn't hit them the way he wanted to, so he hit them another way. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, and this is his little interrogation. I was just checking it out. Check it out.
You've always been
Looks interesting.
I'm saying this because I've got
Look at all his
I've got a
autism.
nephew of mine who's actually in BC right now at the University of Victoria, and he's in a computer engineering program. So I don't know if computer engineering is the same or not.
There's an overlap, but it's not the same thing as computer programming.
It's not okay. But his course load is intense, and it's highly mathematical. A lot of math involved, a lot of equations, a lot of problem solving.
I never actually had to do that much math in
Really?
my program. It was mostly coding.
Coding. Oh, so you write a lot of code?
Yes.
Now, do you write what type of language do you write?
I've used C++,
C++,
Java.
And Java would be web-based. Java's really for writing
No,
code for websites.
Java is more generic.
Yeah, okay, but C++ is the more popular coding for computer programs.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And what made you decide to get interested in that?
Before he said, I bet it's cybersecurity. Let's see what he said.
Well, I was kind of a nerd in high school, and I took a course on computer programming. And I took one course that was programming in high school, and after that, I decided I really liked coding, and I wanted to sign up for a program in college.
Really? And then you just carried it through, and you got into Seneca, and things
Yes.
were good. Now, was it difficult getting into Seneca? Did you obviously?
I had to. The only difficult part was ensuring that I had high grades
Right,
near
right,
the end
right.
of high school.
Right. So did you finish grade 12, or did you go on to grade 13? I'm trying to think.
I finished grade 12.
Okay, they didn't have grade 13 when you.
No, they already discontinued that long before I started high school.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because when I first, I'm from BC. I grew up out west in Victoria. I don't know if have you ever traveled the country?
I've never been to BC before.
Never been to BC. Have you been anywhere else in Canada?
I've been to Quebec.
You've been to Quebec to visit.
Yes.
Okay, but have you traveled anywhere else?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, BC is in BC. This is back in 1984 when I graduated, and it's still to this day. They only have grade 12. But when I moved out here when I was 19, 20 years old, they had what they call it OAC. They could hold it, which was a grade 13, which was like a university prep year. So if you were going to go on to university or college.
Oh, he's getting nice and comfortable. He's comfortable. He's getting comfortable. No. He's getting real comfortable. Tell us about the bitches, sir. Alex, so how the bitches is treating you? I want to hear him talk about the ladies, honey. What kind of issues he's having with the ladies. Fuck all this coding talk. Let's see.
What about with school? Were there difficulties with school growing up? No. And so when I talk about that, I'm talking about like the school curriculum. Going to school, learning, and
the ladies,
completing your assignments and things like that.
And the girls, the hoes.
No. Okay. What about the students?
Yeah, how about the girls? How about the students?
Never had any issue with any of the students?
The students with vaginas. How about those?
And I say this because sometimes these things are important.
How about the studious vaginas? How they acting? I'm just asking. I'm not implying nothing. I'm just saying. Just asking for a friend. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. He's getting there. No. He's gonna start to get uncomfortable again to watch his body language. I haven't seen this. My prediction is though, we start talking about social things. It's gonna make him think of the ladies. And he's gonna close back up. He's gonna sit back up, and he's gonna cross his hand over his private parts. Like that seems to be his closed off way he sits. So let's just see if Mama's right. It's my guess.
Important. How were you treated by the other students?
I was treated well.
You treated well. Okay. Did you have any difficulties with any particular group of students?
No.
Like the ones with the vaginas?
What about difficulties with girls in particular?
Let's see.
No difficulties with girls at all?
No,
not at all.
Okay.
How do you feel about girls in general?
I'm attracted to them.
Oh, you are? Okay. So you're heterosexual?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that? Okay, that's.
Well, how you know? You ain't never had one. And now since you done did this, you ain't never gonna have one. Now you will die at least a girl virgin, like that. You ain't gonna be a virgin, but it's gonna be from another way, You were so hateful to girls that now you're gonna have to become one for your second half of your life. You're gonna have to be a girl now. Okay? You're gonna be a lady in prison, sir. I'm just telling you. Your new job.
Support. Have you ever had a relationship with a female?
I don't wish to answer that.
Okay. All right. In terms of females, I mean females and women.
Vaginas, got it.
We'll call them women. In terms of your feelings towards women in general, how would you describe that?
How would you describe the bitches? How would you do it?
I would say that sometimes I am a bit upset that they choose to date obnoxious men instead of gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you don't date a gentleman like me? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him a ride in my car. Now, I'm going to take that car and I'm going to drive it through all the other bitches. But still, I'm a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? I'm a smooth operator. It's when the most horrible dude says some shit like this. Why they don't never date the nice guy like me? And they say that in the interrogation where they killed the girl. Like, it's like, sir, I'm thinking that maybe, I think you might be the villain. I think you don't know it though. I don't want to imply that you the villain in the story, but you are the murderer. So it's looking like you might be the villain. Okay. You damn sure ain't the hero. Okay. Oh my God. Ain't that something? They be choosing wrong, don't they? Sir, don't they be choosing wrong? Them girls, they be choosing wrong. They be choosing the wrong guy. They get around me and they be like, I don't know, something don't feel right. Oh, they be sensing evil? So girls get around you and they sense the evil. And then they leave and then you get mad and you say, they just be choosing the wrong guy. They need to choose the gentleman. Oh my God.
So I have I got involved in this issue. I'll tell you about it later, but so my understanding is you have some problems with women who date obnoxious men. Right?
Yes.
And these guys, I'm thinking you're talking about the fellows who are loud, arrogant.
Yeah, and handsome and funny. Not even handsome, honestly. Funny is handsome. If you can make a girl laugh, you all right. You gonna do well. You gonna do well. Okay? Because guys are always pissing girls off. And all they need in those moments is a good fucking laugh. If you can provide it, you know what I'm saying? There's always the rebound spot. That rebound spot is cushy too, because she got a point to prove that it wasn't her, that she's fine. It's okay. She gonna prove that on you. And look at this man. Instead, he just drove his car over. Your plan B is terrible, honey. Sir, your plan B was terrible. Okay.
Generally outgoing and popular with girls.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. And you have a problem with the women that date these fellas.
Yes.
Why is it that you have a problem with the women?
Because I feel that it's illogical to be dating such men when they could be dating gentlemen instead.
Right.
Like yourself?
Right. That makes sense.
Like yourself, sir?
And I've seen that because I've grown up. And I'll tell you one of the issues that I had as a kid growing up, because I was, this is going to say, you might not believe me, but I wasn't a very big kid growing up. I was actually very, very small. And
not to mention, most of the time, the guys do be gentlemen. They do be gentlemen. And then they turn into an asshole, and then she still won't leave them, though, once they start showing their ass. Because guys typically, this is how it really works. If you got a guy and the dude is like a dick, but he's still got this girlfriend and she just won't leave him. If you look in the past, look in the history, he was not like that when they met. In fact, he was the exact polar opposite. He will have been the polar opposite. He will have opened all doors, pulled out all seats, been so fucking considerate, wrote small love notes, left them all over the place. He went over the fucking top. He only turned into the dick once he started to really like her. Once he starts to really like her, then he starts to show his ass. That's what happens. So in his mind, it's she only likes the bad guys. She don't like the gentlemen. No, he was pretending to be the good guy. Then he got her. And then she had invested so much time that she's just like, I don't want to throw the whole thing away. So she sticks around longer than she needs to. And that's how that happens. But he don't know that because he don't ever talk to girls. He would know that if he ever talked to one.
It took me a long time to grow. And so as a result, I was kind of ostracized. You know what I mean by ostracized? I was kind of
Cast aside.
cast aside. Yeah.
Yeah, this
And,
man knows what ostracized
I
means.
left out, like I wouldn't get
Autistic
picked
as
for
fuck.
teams, or anything like that. I was always kind of the last guy. Yeah, you ever see those television shows where all the kids are lined up and they're getting picked for the teams, and there's always one
The
guy
like
left
button
out
for
at the
Mama,
end.
please.
Yeah.
That was me.
Said it in a
I was
while.
that was
I'm totally connected inside of this video. I want to know what he's going to say. I don't know anything about this guy aside from that he's terrible. Oh, you got to put the bird to bed. Put the bird to bed. Ooh, ooh, Marilyn.
I was that guy, and I was never very.
Yeah, video games are great. They're great. I know I would love to just do nothing but that, be honest with you.
Popular with women, girls in school, and that kind of actually went on through the early part of my adulthood, until I started getting taller and maturing, right? But I understand exactly what you meant, because I was, as a kid growing up, I was I was like any other kid, any other young man, right? You would look at attractive girls, and I knew I was probably just as smart, if not smarter, than some of the clowns they were dating. But because, for whatever reason, I didn't have what it took, they wouldn't date me. Because I think because I was short, they wouldn't date me, and they'd end up dating, the tall jocks and the other, the good-looking fellows. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Then you kind of resent these girls, right?
Yeah.
Because
And then you drive over them with the rental van. Got it. You can't date them after that. Like, what's the point of that? I don't understand the logic of that. They're not going to learn their lesson from that. Like, you didn't teach them the lesson, okay? They don't know who the fuck you are, sir, okay? Like, oh my gosh.
That's kind of a superficial way of deciding, who it is
Because
you're going to
height is an unfair. You can't control your height.
Right, exactly. Right. What other things can't you control?
You can't control your looks either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. Although you're not a bad looking guy.
Well, that's a fucking lie. That's clavicular. He was over there cracking his own jawbones, to make him act better. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can. You can control your looks. People don't even look like what they really look like no more. Okay, you definitely can control your looks. I remember there was this Asian chick whose husband divorced her and sued her after she had a baby, and the baby was ugly. He was handsome and she was beautiful, and they had a baby, and the baby was ugly. We'll throw some quotes on that ugly, okay? We'll throw some quotes for kindness, The baby was ugly. This man said, oh, hell no. Because he found out his wife had so much fucking plastic surgery. She didn't look anything like herself. And so when she had a baby, like, she was so ugly that she not the baby, I mean the mom, the wife, she was so ugly that her face wasn't even straight. Like, her face was crooked. Like, she had a moon face. Like, her face did this. She's like this Asian girl. Her face was like, it was like somebody went like this, bam, and this side, the middle of her face just went in this way. So her face did this. And she got her face so changed. Her husband divorced her and sued her because their child was hideous. And he won. That happened in real life. And he won the case. So when you tell me you can't do nothing about your looks, you lying. You just lazy. You lazy, unmotivated, and broke. Okay, that's what that means. I wouldn't even recognize Cardi B in a lineup these days. She looks totally different person. Okay? Totally different person. All right? So, no. That's a lie. You can definitely change your looks. Okay? Just ask the girl who got divorced and then sued for making an ugly baby. Oh.
Thank you.
No, you are. You're a good-looking guy. You keep yourself well, and you're good. You're fit. You know, you're tall.
That's right. He needs some compliments. Get this man some
What other
compliments.
things can't you control?
I'm unaware. I'm not aware of anything else you can't control.
What about like physical disabilities? Right. Obviously, if you were blind, or you know.
Unfortunately, you can't control that.
Yeah, you can't control that. That's what I mean. So these are things you can't control, or you know, other disabilities. You know, if you're mentally handicapped, or if you you have an amputee, or you know, there's other things. And I.
Oh, he's covering his junk. That must be what he's concerned about. He's like, or other stuff. He's saying it without saying it. You know, there's plenty of things that you can't control the size of. I mean, what they look like. Sir, you just gotta find the right lady, okay? There's a perfect fit for you out there, I promise.
And so does that, would you include that in those issues that you can't control?
Yes.
And so how long have you had this this feeling towards
The
women who are
The
attracted
vajayjays.
to, you know, this particular
Hey, it
type
looks
of guy?
natural.
Ever since I started college.
Ever since you started college?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Once he got to college, the girls is running up in the boys' dorms, coming out with his shirt on backwards. And he's over here like, what the fuck is going on here? Wait, where's mine at? Ain't I supposed to be doing this too? And then he didn't. And then more time passed and he didn't some more. And then he started to think, wait, you know, I think they just won't give it to me. Yeah, because they just assume that these guys it's just showing up for them. That they're not doing no work, that they ain't out there lying to these girls straight to their face to get what they want. Like that, you gotta learn the game, buddy. You gotta learn to lie. You gotta tell them that they're special. You gotta tell them you don't usually do this. You gotta say shit like this. You gotta learn the lines and use them often and say them to everyone. And then eventually, you know, for every 40 seeds you plant, you might get one. You might get one. It's a game of numbers, baby.
Was it something that occurred as a result of a single incident? Like, was there one particular moment in your life where it sort of struck home? This was a problem, or was it just
girl that started this?
On Halloween of 2013, I was attending a house party, and I walked in and attempted to socialize with some girls.
Okay.
However, they all laughed at me and held the arms of the big guys instead.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. And that's what got all the people run over. And that's all. He said, was there any one thing that happened, or is it just like an accumulation of things? This man said it was the Halloween of of 2016. I was at a Halloween party. I walked up. It was in the room right next to the bathroom. And I was talking to the girls and they started to laugh at me. Then the one in the blue shirt, he's like, bitch, you specific. You remember this a little too well. Like you, it's like it just happened for you, ain't it? It really is. It really is. Damn.
Wow, that's kind of rude. And how did that make you feel?
I felt very angry
Ooh.
that they would, because I considered myself a supreme gentleman. I was angry that they.
Oh my God, that's the same thing that the other guy said. What was that guy's name? The incel dude? Oh, he's one of those. Oh, wow. Well, that makes sense though. Why he's calling himself an incel. That guy, he could call himself a supreme gentleman. What was that guy's name? I'm a supreme gentleman. Oh my gosh, to label yourself this when you can't even get a bitch to laugh at a joke, she's too busy laughing at you, you know? Yeah, the guy, yes, the one in the glasses in California. Yeah, his dad was like a producer of like Star Wars or some shit. His dad was like a big time producer, like a big one, like uh and he was short. He was really, really cute, but he was short. And I think he was like weird about it. And so, but he was so, and he had money. So he was like a brat. So he had it in his mind that he was just like the world owed him stuff because he was like he was spoiled rotten in his house. So he come outside. He's thinking he's cute. All he thinking that he needs is like a really nice car, which he had. He's driving around in a BMW. He had nice clothes. And he just had it in his mind that the girls were supposed to flock to him if he had these things. He didn't know that there was something else that happens, though. You don't just have this and be and exist and girls just show up. You have this, and then when you try a game, they're more likely to say yes because you have these things. They help with it, but you still got to do the effort. You still got to go out and try. You got to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, unless you like famous. You famous, you just gotta exist and bitches show up. You know? In fact, they follow you around. They'll follow you. They'll learn your tags and stalk you. Okay? Steal your seed, you know? Bitches be desperate. Yeah, Elliot Rogers, that's it. Elliot Rogers, that was his name. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that dude was nuts. He was super nuts. And then he even failed at his whole mission. He didn't do none of the things he planned to do that day. Did he do? He just was scrapping with whatever he could get. He had a whole plan and he didn't do none of the plan.
Would give their love and affection to obnoxious brutes. Really.
Oh yeah, you're not obnoxious. You're not obnoxious.
And so it was at that particular moment, and that was sort of the defining moment that made you think that, this is wrong, and
yeah, they gotta die.
Yes, are unfairly treating you in the way that they were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That makes sense. I appreciate you telling me that. That says a lot. And so from that point on, what did you start doing?
I started thinking that it's unfair that certain guys will not get any love and affection from girls.
Look at what he calls it, love and affection. It's fucking, bro. Like, just say what it is. Like, that's what's wrong with you now. Your expectation is that it be love and affection when you just needed to get laid, which you could have paid $40 for. I think you had $40. That's the problem. Like, you could have just paid for it. When you pay for it, you can pay for exactly what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like nervous and you scared they might be carrying something, you know what I'm saying? You can control exactly how it's done so that it can be safe. You know what I'm saying? But no, you want love and affection. You want to call it love and affection. And almost actually, there's even that. You could have even paid somebody to like just hang out with you and be your girlfriend. You could pay for a girlfriend. She'll just hang out with you, hang on to you, have conversation with you, just be social with you. You know what I'm saying? Make you feel special. Even spoon and cuddle with you. You know what I'm saying? You could have paid for all of that, but no, you want to be mad. You just wanted to be mad.
Okay. And what do you mean by certain guys?
Such as me, that are very nice and acting gentlemanly.
Right. Are there other guys? Did you find other guys are in the same?
I know of several other guys over the internet who feel the same way, but I know they are. I would consider them too cowardly to act on their anger.
would consider them to, oh, they're too cowardly to act on their anger. Oh, how about you not be too cowardly to act on your desire? Like what you wanted to do was say hi to the bitches, but instead you ran over the bitches. That's the problem. Why did you? But the other ones on the internet, they're too cowardly to act on their anger. How did killing people become the answer? Like, and not only that, they're not even killing the ones that did it, that wronged them. Like that group of girls that was laughing at him at that Halloween party. He didn't run over them. He just ran over 10 random girls, 8 random girls and 2 guys who were probably, killing it, in the holler in that game. That's probably actually what set him off with that. There's all these girls and there's these 2 guys and it's 2 guys with these 8 girls. Look at them over there doing well, doing well with the ladies. How dare he? How dare they? Look at that. Yeah, he doing a good job. This cop is aces because this autistic man is getting very comfortable over here.
Oh, okay. And so on the internet, where are you talking about?
Ooh, mama not paying attention, so hit the like button, please, and thank you. Let's see.
Specifically, certain boards on 4chan.
Oh, okay, 4chan. I'm familiar with 4chan. So that's
such 4chan. As R9K and Pol.
Okay, so describe 4chan to me. What is 4chan specifically?
It's an image board where people can anonymously make any post they want. Mm-hmm. The 3 boards that I have frequented are B, which is the random board.
Okay, yeah.
POL or Pol stands for politically incorrect.
Okay.
And R9K, which basically means R9000. It's in effect they're saying we're all robots. Anyone who messages on that board.
Okay, so those are the 3 boards that you go to.
Yes.
To is it fair to say you chat?
Yes.
You chat. So you chat with other similar-minded people.
Yes.
Right. So 4chan is a website, and within 4chan there are these messaging boards.
Yes.
And they're individual boards specific to like-minded people.
Yes.
And how many boards would there be in total on 4chan?
There are about 50 different boards on 4chan, but most of them are actually unrelated to the to B R9K or Pol. Therefore, I don't bother going on them.
Right.
Because in fact, if I try to talk about topics that I was talking about on those other boards, my posts would get deleted.
Oh, okay, all right. So there's moderators.
Yes.
Who monitor the conversations, and they kind of police the conversations, and if you're not part of the group conversation, they kick you out.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So when did you first start going on to 4chan?
Since 2014.
Oh, okay. All right. And how did you learn about 4chan?
Wow.
I was informed about it by a friend at college.
Oh, okay. All right. And was he on it as well? Or?
Yes.
Okay. What's his name?
I don't wish to answer.
Okay, I understand. But nevertheless, it's a friend who's on 4chan. Was he in the same? Chat rooms?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. And so would you have conversation with him in those chat rooms?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. And so how many other people would be in these 3 particular chat rooms you talked about?
It doesn't actually tell you how many are in there at once because it doesn't. As a software, it's not actually a chat room. It's more like a message board where anyone can post at any time by simply going to the thread, but they don't have to stay there.
Oh, I see. So it's not live. It's not live chat.
No.
It's a thread. So when you say it's a thread, it's
essentially like a forum.
Right. So you make a statement, and then somebody will answer, or they will reply to your statement.
Correct.
And then you've got.
Or they might reply to the original poster, or what is known as OP.
Right. Okay. I see. Okay. And so the general content of these 3 forums. Am I using the right word? Forum or
image board?
Image board. So what's the general the topic within these message boards?
Well, on B, or random, the general topic is random. It's literally any random topic.
Mm-hmm.
On R9K, they call us space robots.
Okay.
The topic is usually frustrations at an inability to lose one's virginity, specifically for young males.
Okay.
Poll, which is politically incorrect,
Mm-hmm.
is the general topic is basically political discussions with an alt-right bias.
Political discussion with an alt-right, so you're ultra conservative, or you're
Yes.
like in the American definition you'd be ultra Republican.
Yes.
Okay, so what would your political views be in the alt-right message board?
I actually don't have any political views. I only the only reason I have talked with them was just because I enjoyed their style of conversation.
Okay, and what was the style of conversation?
Yeah, what was it? Tell me about this style.
It was very blunt and honest.
So what would it be? What would it typically focus around, or what would
what was it about?
typical conversations?
Asking for
contain?
a friend.
Red pill truths about why women choose to date obnoxious men.
Date the Chads.
Yeah.
The Chads of this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, the Stacy's going for the Chads.
Exactly. The Stacys are the dizzy dumb girls dating the goofy jocks.
Yeah.
Right. So you call them Stacys and Chads.
Yeah.
I've heard that term before. And so that's in the alt-right.
Not the red pill. He said the red pill, didn't he? Ain't this something? Ain't this something? Saw that coming, by the way. And it was over there. And they created all this chaos. They managed to create all this chaos, talking all this stuff, and just to make money. And it was just for them to make money. They didn't even mean what they were saying. They didn't even agree with what they were saying. They would say all this bitches ain't shit, make all this money off of the whole thing, but because of all the people who were having the issues was just pumping out money to them. And then they would get all that money, and guess what they did? Spend it all on bitches. While these men just getting more and more hateful. That they do something crazy. Ain't that so? That's just wild, bro.
Yes.
That conversation takes place in the alt-right as well.
Yes.
Do other things take place in the alt-right forum or
red pill?
4chan. It's the one they're talking about, Maryland. It's called 4chan. That's the one they're talking about. They ended up shutting it down. Uh-huh. The hundreds, yeah, shut that. It was 4chan. I think that's the one that they're talking about. That's the one that they ended up shutting down. Like they had to shut it down. I'm almost positive that's one. Mm-hmm.
Some alt-right members consider themselves to be red pilled.
What does that mean? Is that like a Matrix reference?
Actually, it is in fact, that term was actually in fact.
Then he went to the rental center. I know, right?
Came up as a reference to Matrix.
Right.
You can either take the red pill or you can take the blue pill.
Right.
And some alt-right members even consider themselves to be a black pill, which in essence means they're a MGTOW, men going their own way.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. You're right.
Yep.
Okay. So the conversation.
Yeah, it seems like this man is wearing a man suit. Like he's wearing a manskin suit. You know, like he don't look like he comfortable in his skin. You know, like he look like Edgar. Y'all remember Edgar from Men in Black? You know, he's wearing an Edgar suit. This man is like, this is him. He's like, yeah, man, and He's not wearing his human suit right. Like he looks uncomfortable in his skin. He looks like
Conversations are surrounding. So in those 3 message boards, they're all basically this, or maybe I shouldn't say all 3, but in the 2 message boards, the alt-right and the
R9K.
R9K, they're
And we call ourselves space robots there.
space robots. But the
oh my god. We got the R9K space robots. We're space robots. Anything to keep them from having to talk to bitches. Like what's so crazy is that all of it is about women. It's all about women. Like if they could just snap their fingers and girls just like them constantly and walked up to them and engage them in conversation, like, hey, what's your favorite video game to play? Can I watch you play your video game? If that happened, these motherfuckers would shut up. Like they wouldn't say nothing. They would just be so happy. That's all they want. That's all they want. They just want girls to be okay, like to engage them like what they think is supposed to happen. Yeah, this is the expectation. It's all about the men going their own way, MGTOW, space aliens. Oh, now you got to be a space creature now. Anything to keep you from having to talk to a girl. Like that shit is crazy. But then all you want in the world is to talk to a girl. All he wants is to talk to a girl. So much that he refuses to even attempt it because they laughed at him that one time. They laughed at him that one time. He never tried it again. He's just been saving up all his money to rent a truck. To rent a van to drive over him. It's just crazy, bro. It's just wild.
conversations tend to be focused around
girls,
fellas who have
want bitches. Yes.
been unable to lose their virginity
Uh-huh.
due to the Stacies of this world and the chats.
Yes.
Right. And I've done a little bit of reading, and I know a little bit about involuntary
Celibacy.
celibacy, right? So being celibate, involuntarily celibate. What does that mean?
That means celibacy means someone who never has a sexual intercourse.
Right.
Involuntary celibacy means this wasn't your choice.
I
You
see.
essentially have been thrown into true forced loneliness, and you're unable to lose your virginity.
Right.
This is especially.
And now when he finishes this rant, ask him, has he ever tried? Like, sir, Alex, have you ever actually attempted it? Like, have you ever like tried? Like the last time you talked to a girl, was it that time you talked to those 3 girls and they started laughing? You know what's so crazy is that they could have been laughing at something that wasn't even him. It could have been they were laughing at something. He walked up, said something, and what he said referenced something they were already talking about before. And it was like an inside joke like type thing. So they all laughed. But there he is with his weirdness, and he took it that they were laughing at him. He don't even know. He don't fucking know. He damn sure don't know how girls work. So, I mean, I bust out laughing for shit that happened earlier in the day. Imagine if a bunch of hims were walking around in the grocery store. I'm walking around with my headphones on, and I'm just laughing my fucking ass off. Either over some shit I'm hearing or listening to, or some shit that I just thought about. Imagine these people walking by me and just assume all of a sudden, because the whole world revolves around them, that it's him that I'm laughing at, and he's this thing, and he's one of these. Next thing you know, he's following me to my car and got 6 holes in him. Just saying. His mama gonna miss him after that. Maybe. Perhaps. Okay? Just saying. Sending them to their own doom.
Especially painful for young males.
Right. That makes sense. And are there not other websites that cater to this group of people as well? Forever Alone. Have you ever heard of them?
I have heard of the Forever Alone subreddit.
And subreddit. Have you've heard of those?
Yes.
Okay. And is it fair to say Forever Alone is a forum within subreddit?
It is a subreddit. That's the definition of subreddit is basically a section of Reddit.
Right. Yes, exactly. Right. So
Why not just get together and throw your money together and just order some hoes? Like, I don't, like a bunch of y'all just get together, throw your money together. You know what I'm saying? To spoil some hoes. And they would come and they would just, they make you king. You know what I'm saying? They treat you like some kings. You can do it as a group together. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not do that? Because then you'd have to admit that it was your fault, that you hadn't actually tried. You would have to admit that, wouldn't you? You want to make it somebody else's fault. Talking about I'm a supreme gentleman, sir. Absolutely not.
So it would be like the 4chan. That
kind of in a way.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Are you on Forever Alone?
Yes.
You're on that as well.
Yes.
Okay. And what other sites are you on?
I can't recall other sites off the bat at the moment.
What's your username in Forever Alone?
I don't wish to answer that.
Okay. Well, what about 4chan?
There is no username because you're always anonymous. You don't register on 4chan.
Oh, and that's what makes 4chan popular.
Yeah, because it makes it very easy and you can hide behind a computer screen.
Right. Okay. And so when you're on the internet, where are you typically when you're accessing these websites? Are you at home?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And have you got a computer at home? Obviously you do.
Yes.
Okay. Do you ever access them with any other type of device?
Yes, I have access to them from school before, from school computers.
And where's that, at Seneca?
Yes.
And what department?
Within the school library. That's common to all the students.
Oh, I see. Do you have one particular computer that you go to?
I know, that's funny. On accident. That always trip me out when people say that on accident. They be like, where are you getting that from? What is that? Like, what language is that? Like, on accident. I used to hear people say that. Like, when I was younger. I'm like, where are they from? Why they say that on accident? But like, I think it's supposed to be by accident.
I've always gone to the computer at the northeast corner of the library just because I'm a person of habit.
Right. Okay. And is there a number on that computer or anything like that?
No, but I'm always gravitated to the exact same spot.
Okay.
I'm able to. I just instinctually know this is exactly where I've always sat every time.
Right. What type of computer is that?
Windows 10.
No, I mean in terms of the hardware. What is the make of the hardware?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I know it's a workstation.
It's a workstation, so it's not a laptop.
Correct.
It's like a box and a flat screen.
Correct.
Okay. And it's at the northeast corner, you said? Northeast
Correct.
corner. So if I was to walk into the library, where would the doors be to the front entrance of the library?
They would be very close to the southeast entrance of the S building of Seneca at York.
Okay. And the S building contains the library?
Yes.
Okay, and the southeast entrance, and then you'd walk
then
in.
You would, as soon as you enter, you would turn left, and then when you walk, then you'll see the entrance to the library on the left-hand side.
Oh, I see. Okay. Draw me a picture of what the library looks like. Have a seat there. Have a seat.
The library?
Yeah, or where the computer is.
You drawing a picture? What you drawing a picture of, sir? Look at this silly motherfucker. You wonder why bitches don't like you. It's because you sit like this. That's why. Okay? It's your stance. It's your posture.
That's essentially the
Okay?
the main
It's
layout.
giving chimpanzee.
So,
Okay?
so I'm looking at this. That
Look at this. Tell me he don't sit like a chimpanzee. It's like... Sir, it's because you sit like that. That's why. That's why no bitches. Okay? That's why no bitches, no hoes. This is why. Okay? Hey,
that's north. You took the top.
the ladies are overrated anyway, sir. You really just honestly, you've had way less a headache than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you're young. Okay, you would have had a girlfriend. She would have cheated on you. She'd have broke up with you. You'd have broke your heart. Then you would have turned evil anyway, but in a different way. It's best if you can make it past college and not have to deal with bitches. You skip a big part because that's when they use you for experimental purposes. Like girls in college use guys for experimental purposes. So like they basically be just trial and error on guys in college. Like that's what they do. Okay. So he didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? But he was spared. He got spared.
Top of the page is north, east, west, and south.
Yes.
Okay. And where's the entrance? The north.
Oh my God, Marilyn. Great minds think alike. I was thinking this. I've been thinking the same thing this whole fucking time. I keep looking at this curtain like, what the fuck is behind this curtain? Like, what? Look how it's sticking out like this. I think it's people. I think it's people in there pretending to not be in there. Like they're like, but it's only supposed to be one person in here. You know what I'm saying? It's only supposed to be one. And then, but they're like, if he may not feel comfortable, it's more than one. And be like, okay, well, y'all get behind the curtain then. That's what it looked like. It's what it looked like, right? Marilyn, ain't that exactly what it looked like?
Northeast corner is the entrance.
Yes.
And this
is around the corner where I
the problem is girls get told that though. They get told that in college you'll be able to experiment. So then girls get in college and they experiment. And then they get a bad rap for it. But they get told to do that. They're like, oh, like they'll have a boyfriend. They'll have like a steady boyfriend in high school. And then they'll be about to graduate from high school. And the parents will be like, you should, you're going to go off to college, like you don't want to be tied to da-da-da-da-da. So they'll break up with their high school boyfriend. And then they'll go off to college and they become a whore. And that hoish reputation and follows them throughout their life. Okay? Like that was not great advice. They don't need to be worried about that. They need to be worried about schoolwork. Okay? You know what I'm saying?
Where I prefer to sit when using their computers.
Okay, put a circle or a square. How would you show me where the?
I would put it here. It's not actually the very northeast corner because the actual northeast corner has a bunch of Macs. I'm using the most northeast Windows computer there.
Okay, just put computer beside that. Okay. Do me a favor. Just sign the bottom there so I know that's yours. So you're kind of a fellow of habit. You've got a routine. You stick to it.
A creature of habit.
Okay. And the computer at home, where's that located?
It's located in my room.
Oh, okay. All right. What type of computer is that?
A Mac.
Oh, so you own a Mac?
Well, I'm good with both Macs and Windows.
And Windows, yeah. But you prefer Windows, or?
Yeah.
Really? But you have a Mac.
I use it for development.
Oh, so there's a difference in terms of the versatility of the computers? Is that how it works? Or?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. So for development, you like the Mac, but for surfing the web, you like the Windows?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right. And your Mac, is it a laptop?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What version is it?
I believe it's High Sierra, if I remember correctly.
It's a high. I've never heard of the High Sierra.
High Sierra. That's just the operating system name.
No, I'm saying, is it like a MacBook Air, or is it a MacBook?
MacBook Pro.
It's a MacBook Pro, so it's the thicker of the.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a.
It's about 3/4 of an inch or something.
Okay, what color is it?
Steel or gray color.
Yeah, so they come in the standard. Eh? And whereabouts in your room is your laptop?
On my desk.
It's on your desk. You got a desk inside your room?
Yes.
Okay. How many bedrooms in your house?
I don't wish to answer that.
Oh, okay, all right. Do you have your own?
I just don't want to give up the privacy of anyone else living in the house.
I totally understand that. I totally understand. That makes a lot of sense, and I appreciate you telling me that. You know what? And like I said,
That's so funny. You know they got a warrant. They don't get a warrant for that whole house. Everybody.
Can I ask you this? Do you have your own bedroom?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So when you're on 4chan, what specifically are you? And 4chan, when you're in your different websites, and Forever Alone. Which? Let me ask you this. Sorry, I mean to sound confusing. Which are you more active on in terms of
4chan?
4chan. Okay. When did you first? Sorry, you mentioned this and I forgot. When did you first go on to 4chan?
2014.
2014, and specifically when in 2014?
May 23, 2014.
And how are you?
Yeah, that's actually pretty amazing. He's got roommates. This man's got roommates. They lucky to be alive. Sometimes they kill their roommates before they go do weird shit like this. They be like, I'm gonna kill all the witnesses, which is pointless. Cause I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like pointless.
Are you able to remember that?
Because I remember that was a very significant day.
Okay. What was that?
That was when Elliot Rodger decided to essentially commit an uprising, a beta uprising, if you will,
right,
against the Chads and the Stacys.
Okay. And that was in the United States.
Yes.
And so when you talk about,
because incels don't believe in borders.
Right. Okay.
So locations are irrelevant to us.
Right. But for geographical reference only, am I right to understand it occurred in California?
Yes.
Okay. And what type of uprising occurred? What happened?
It was a beta uprising.
A beta uprising. Okay.
Although he didn't call it a beta uprising at the time. Someone else who was inspired by him, by the name of Chris Harper, called it a beta uprising sometime in actually I believe it was October 1, 2015.
This man was in college, but he's studying the wrong shit. He's over there studying. So on this day, 3 years ago, 4score of 4chan, our forefather, Elliot Rodgers, sir, I'm sure there's some other shit to study other than some, incels 101. This is wild, bro. It's like you in there studying your stuff, but you can't even focus. Is this what it's like to be a guy? I used to wish I was a dude back in the day. I used to be like, man, it looks so easy to be a guy. Just looks like an easier job. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got so much bullshit. Like, now, since the change has happened, I'm like, never mind. I like it. Oh, now that I don't have that problem anymore. Yes. Score.
It was 2014.
No, someone else named Chris Harper Mercer in 2015 called it a beta uprising. I'm only retroactively assigning the label a beta uprising to the Elliot Rodgers.
Okay.
This is sad.
I thought Chris Harper Mercer committed a beta uprising in Oregon in 2014, which later fueled Elliot Rodger to do something similar in California in 2016.
It was actually the other way around. Elliot Rodger in 2014,
You're right. I'm sorry. Yes.
His what I'm retroactively calling beta uprising inspired Chris Harper Mercer to do the same thing in 2015.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That makes a lot of sense. So it was Elliot Rodger who was the father
basically the founding forefather of the entire movement.
Right.
Oh my God, I was kidding about the forefather thing. I can't believe he actually said that. I was making a joke about the historical thing, and he called it the forefather. Interesting. So Elliot Rogers was the forefather. Oh my God. It's when the guy, it's like, how do you make the guy, it's like you are mad because you can't get none. So then you find a guy who also can't get none and you make him your idol. You could have just been your own idol. I don't see why you needed an idol that does exactly what you do. Like usually it's like the person that I look up to is a person who's doing better than me. Like, not somebody who's having the same fucking problem as me. That's not looking up to them. That's looking over at them. Like, hey, feel like leading me somewhere today? Oh, this is sad, y'all. This is just sad.
Right. So explain to me this movement. What's this movement about?
Yeah, what's this movement?
It's basically a movement of angry incels, such as myself, who are unable to get laid. Therefore, we want to overthrow the Chads, which would force the Stacys to be forced to reproduce with the incels.
Right.
Okay, yeah, the problem with your plan though is that you're killing the Stacys. Like, okay, so let's piece the puzzle together real quick. So this man says, so our ultimate plan is, this is how we plan to take over and fix said problem we created. This is what we plan to do. So what we're going to do, we're going to overthrow the Chads. The Chads are the guys who get some. The Stacys are the girls that the incels want but can't have. That the Chads can. Okay? So they say they're going to overthrow the Chads, which will knock them out of the ranking so that the Stacys will have no choice. There's nothing left but these things. So in the logic says that then the Stacys are gonna be like, oh shit, well, I guess we don't have a choice now. I guess we have to go find the incel, because the incels won't even speak to them. The incels don't even talk to them. They don't even come outside to talk to the girls. They don't even attempt it. They just sit in the back and complain because it's not magically happening, on its own. So, but they say that that's their plan, except for whenever they do one of these attacks, they always attack the Stacys. They kill them. They kill the Stacys. If you kill the Stacys, you no longer have the Stacys. The fuck? I'm just saying, if banging is the plan, you can't bang it if you killed it. I mean, you can, but that's a whole nother level that I don't think he was planning for. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's the logic that don't logic. This man is super intelligent, but he can't do the math on that thing that he just said. He can't do that math. He can't piece together that killing the Stacy means you can't have the Stacy now because the Stacy's now dead. And how is killing the Stacy overthrowing the Chad? The Chad's just gonna move on. Chads are always gonna find bitches. Okay, Chad gonna go over there and find some bitches. Okay, he gonna get the bitches. Oh, it's terrible.
Right. Okay. When you say incels,
involuntary celibate.
Celibate. So that's just a short form for fellas who
can't get laid.
Can't have sex. Right. Okay. And what happened in the Elliot Rogers uprising? What did he do?
I know he used a gun as well as a vehicle to convert the life status of certain individuals to a death status.
Right.
Only to carry the message that incels can't be oppressed.
Right. Right. So it was.
Okay. Oh, so that incels can't be oppressed. How exactly are the incels being oppressed? Last I heard, an incel don't want to come outside. Okay? Nobody's holding you in there. You just don't like to come outside. Like you just you refuse to talk to a bitch. Like this. You can't pay an incel to talk to a girl. Like they will not do it. They are terrified of girls. They're so terrified of girls that when they attack a girl, you can almost call it self-defense. Like you can, it goes. You can almost call it self-defense because they fear women. They fear them with their lives. They're like, oh.
It was an act of rebellion.
What about the
Yes,
Marks and the Emilys?
Out of frustration and anger.
You could call it an incel rebellion.
Incel rebellion, exactly, right, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the incel rebellion, that's all. Just a little incel rebelliousness.
How many lives were converted from living to dead?
6.
Wait, oh yeah, I forgot about that he said that. So what he did was he converted their lives, their life force from living to dead energy, which then somehow magically would get me laid. Like, how does that work? How does that work? So if you change their form from living to dead, then their life force energy will transform into you, and then you will be a person who got laid, I guess. You'll take his laid energy? Is that what you say? To be this smart and stupid at the same time. That's crazy. It's wild. It's what it is. It's hilarious. But it's wild. I would say it was sad if it wasn't so weird. Okay? The Jasons and the Kendras. Exactly. There's so many choices.
6 in total, okay. And he used a vehicle in that as well?
Yes.
As part of the process of converting these lives?
Yes.
And was anything else? Did he do anything else?
I know he used a knife
Right.
for his first 3 murders.
For his first 3 murders, okay, all right. And then what about Chris Harper Mercer? What did he do
He used a gun for all of his murders.
for all of his murders? How many people did he murder?
I believe it was either 8 killed and 10 injured, or 10 killed and 8 injured.
10 killed and 8 injured. Okay.
It was one of those 2.
Okay. And were these fellas active on 4chan?
Yes.
They were. Eh? Have you ever communicated with these fellas?
I actually have, as a matter of fact.
Who did you communicate with?
Both of them, actually.
Really?
We used code names, actually.
Okay. What were they?
Elliot Roger was named Valtharion.
Valtharion.
Yes.
How do you spell that?
Valtharion.
Okay. And what was Chris Harper Mercer's name?
Space Robot.
Space Robot.
This is what they did to him at that party that caused all this. They did this, they pointed and they laughed at him because he said shit like this, okay? His name was Space Robot. Oh, okay. And he was going to overthrow who again? Oh, Valtharion and Space Robot? Okay. Oh, Jesus. This is just sad. This is just sad. This is the times. It's the times that it's just the times that they grew up in. You know, these computers. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day when I was young, we was outside. We was outside. When you would get on punishment, you was mad because you couldn't go outside. Now it's a phone. Everybody got a phone that they carry around with them. That shit's crazy to me. When I was a teenager, all the way up into high school, all through high school, there was just a phone in the house with a cord. And I was in one of those houses where we only had one. We would drag that cord everywhere. We had the longest fucking phone cord. I could walk around my whole house and lap that thing twice and that cord's still going. That thing was so motherfucking long. That cord had to have been like 1,000 yards. Like, that text messages was not even a thing that existed yet. It was like, it wasn't a thing. It was only rich people had cell phones. You know what I'm saying? Let alone a computer in your house. If you had a computer, it had green letters on it. And all it had was words, no pictures. Like if you wanted to make a picture, you had to type out the letters in such a way to where they're in a shape. And he had to print it out on this fucking horrible ass printer that made so much noise and sounded like it sounded like a factory in your house. It sounded like a whole factory in your house every time you turn your printer on. That thing be like but these people, they don't know nothing about that. This is to them, everything's so easy. And it was supposed to also be easy to get laid. This man thought it was supposed to be that easy. He thought it was supposed to just happen like a rite of passage. He didn't know these dudes is out here putting in work, honey. They out here taking rejection every day, 30 times a day. I used to be so mad at guys who would just randomly walk up to me and say shit and then just move on. I'd be like, no, thank you. And then they just move on and they just do it to the one behind me. And now at this age, I'm like, whenever I see shit like this, I'm like, man, so much respect to that guy because he was putting in the work all day long, just talking to people, just, hey, what's up, beautiful? Hey, what's up, beautiful? Hey, what's up, beautiful? Probably 80 times and probably got one phone number. And he did that shit every single day and he was banging out of control. You know what I'm saying? He was getting it. He was getting it done. And that's how it worked. This man got laughed at one time. Wasn't even sure if it was even him they were laughing at, but it was enough to hurt his feelings and send him down the wave of destruction. He got rejected this one time, not even by one girl, but a group. And all they did was laugh. Heaven forbid they laughed because they thought it was funny. He wouldn't know. He just took it as them laughing at him. And then he was like looking and seeing how they're all linked up with the guys. But he don't even know what that means. They could have been standing there with their own fucking brothers. He don't know. He don't fucking know. It's just sad, bro. It's sad.
One word or two?
One word. Camel case.
Camel case.
That means the S and the R were both capitalized.
Oh, I see. Okay. And what was your code name?
Xbox light side.
Xbox light side.
All one word.
All one word. Camel cased?
No, only the first letter was capitalized.
The X.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so, what did you discuss with these guys?
We discussed our frustrations at society and being unable to get laid, and we were plotting a certain timed strikes on society in order to confuse and shake the foundations, just to put all the normies in a state of panic.
Okay, and who would be a normie?
Normie means normal people. That would be anyone who is considered to be normal by the unfair standards of society.
but not the Chads or Stacy's.
Chads and Stacy's are actually above normies, or at least they think they're above
Of course,
normies.
yeah. Okay, all right. So is it fair to say you've got Chads and Stacy's up here, normies down here, and then you've got celebs who believe that they are being repressed? Incels, sorry.
Yes.
Incels who believe they're being suppressed or repressed, and so as a result, to even the playing field.
Yes.
They convert the Stacys and Chads from living to dead, and to
so
make
that we come out on top.
Yeah, it's more than so. Is there so the targets? Who are the targets for this uprising be?
Yeah, who's the targets?
All of the alpha males.
All the alpha males. So the Chads.
Yes.
So those are the people that you want to kill.
Yeah.
That's weird because the alpha males were saying that they were your leaders, so that's weird. The alpha males, the guys who were like leading these whole things online and stuff, they were calling themselves alpha males. So that's weird that the alpha males would be the targets of the incels. That's weird. That's that's like the snake that bit off his own head, He just flipped his head inside out, and it turned his teeth the other way, and then oh, how can you be this smart and this stupid at the same time, honey? This is just sad. And all he needed was just somebody to if somebody had just recognized this, they could have paid a hooker to pretend to like him. Like just walk up to him and be like, "Hey, I like your shoes. It's really cute. Yeah, you want to go see a movie? Hey, you hungry? You look poor. Can I buy you a dinner? I'm gonna just buy you dinner because you special. So I'm gonna buy you dinner. Take them out for some food. You know what I'm saying, and make a move. And then that'd be done. And then and then just come up with an excuse to get out. To be like, you're just a really special guy, and I just don't think that I'm worthy of you. So I'm gonna I'm gonna leave you here because I don't, I don't feel like that I'm worthy of you. So that someone else more worthy can have you, and then they just leave. That way he get the hind parts, and then she can get away, but he don't have to lose his self-esteem when she leaves, so he can get a little bit, and and then we can see what would happen then. There might be a whole nother thing. He might change his whole perspective. He probably just had this is just sad, y'all. I don't really know what to say about it. It's just pretty sad.
Yes. Okay. All right. And who else?
Any of the Stacys who do not wish to give their love and affection to the incels.
So they're a target as well.
Yes.
Oh, so they don't want to fuck you. You're gonna kill them. Got it.
To be killed.
Yes.
Okay. And what about the normies? Normies.
Yeah, what about the normies?
Yes, we don't necessarily wish to kill the normies, but we do wish to subjugate them in order to make them understand that that our type is the more superior one.
Right. So when you say subjugate, what do you mean by that?
Meaning either imprison them or put them in a lower position in society.
Okay.
So that they acknowledge the incels or the Pepe the Frog types as the more superior one.
Okay, what the fuck is the Pepe the Frog? Who the fuck is Pepe the Frog? Did he just say Pepe the Frog type? What's Pepe the Frog? I need to know who Pepe the Frog is to know what his type is. I don't know what the fuck that is.
So,
I hope this cop asks him that because I don't feel like looking it up.
okay, so You're saying things that I'm not familiar with.
Sorry.
What's a Pepe the Pepe?
But he's a mascot on 4chan, and we
He's a mascot?
Yes.
Oh, mascot on 4chan.
Yes.
And he's
I was using a metaphor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's actually worshipped quite frequently.
Oh, okay. All right. So going back to the conversation with Chris and Elliot, you're talking to these fellas. Now, when are you having these conversations? When do these conversations start taking place?
Before, obviously before their massacres, because they're both dead now.
Right. Okay. And then once you learned of so it was Elliot who was first in 2014.
Yes.
So what did you and Elliot talk about? I find you very interesting. I do, and I find this fascinating. But I want to make sure I don't go too fast. Who did you have conversation with first? Let me ask you that.
Elliot.
So how did you learn of Elliot?
Because we private messaged each other on Reddit.
Yep.
After I saw one of his posts, and we just talked about each other, got to know each other, and we found each other very interesting. We both had the same frustrations at society,
right,
despite being separated by distance so far apart.
Right.
Okay, why did you just bang Elliot? I don't get it. Why didn't you just bang Elliot? Like, why y'all didn't just bang? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. It seemed like that would have been the answer to the question. Why y'all didn't just bang? No offense, but I'm just saying, like, y'all seem like y'all had a lot in common,
Did you ever visit him?
No, but I wish I could have.
Yeah. Did he ever come and visit you?
No, but I wish he did.
Yeah. Did you ever communicate outside of 4chan? Did you ever communicate on anything else outside?
Reddit was the first place we communicated.
Oh, okay. And was it forever alone?
Yes.
In that.
I'm gonna tell you this, Robert. I would never do that. If a guy walked up to me and he didn't have a chance in hell, which is literally like just everybody, but it happens, I would ever laugh in his face like that. I would never. I'm always kind about it, stern, but kind, because I don't want to have to repeat myself 30 fucking times to get him to go away. But I'm always kind about it, because it's something my mother said. My mother said, take what you will from a man. This advice, I think, has kept me alive thus far. She said, take what you will from a man, but leave him his dignity. And I have lived by that. I have definitely have. I don't play with no man's dignity. They will kill you for that. You can take his money and run. You can do all kinds of shit and be fine. They'll call you a bitch to your face and behind your back for sure. But if you fuck with their dignity, they will put you in the ground for that. They sure will.
Subgroup.
Yes.
Okay. And did you ever communicate on any other medium or platform?
Other than Reddit and 4chan, no.
So you didn't Skype or call on the phone or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So how long does this conversation with Elliot? So when specifically? You may have mentioned it. I wasn't listening. When specifically did you first contact or have contact with Elliot?
January of 2014.
2014. And
you remember that? Look at
when
him.
did you stop having communication with him?
I'm proud of that.
As soon as he was deceased.
Okay. So his act, I know, took place in 2014, but I wasn't aware of the exact day. What day was it?
May 23, 2014.
May 23rd. Yeah, you said that. So when did you last speak to him?
May 20.
May 20th. And so what did he tell you?
He told me that he has to go. He is on a very important mission, and he might not make it back alive.
And so what did you say to him?
I kind of had an idea in my head of what he was planning, but I didn't want to think it was true at the time. So I replied and said, I wish you good luck with that.
Right on. Okay. And was there anybody else in this conversation?
It was a private conversation.
It was a private. Okay, so there's nobody else speaking?
No.
Okay. And you can have private conversations outside of 4chan?
Well, like I said, it was a Reddit private message.
Oh, sorry. Forever Alone?
Yeah, because anyone can just private message each other since you have a registered account.
Right. Okay. So you can go on the forum and the threads and leave messages, and then you can speak to people outside of the threads privately?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just because I haven't been on these websites, so it's but I've heard about them, so I'm just trying to get familiarized with how it works. So,
Yo, mama's over here fascinated as shit. You know what I'm saying? This is fascinating to me.
did
Typically, I would be off of here by now. I set my thing for 2 hours. It's been 3. I got to work tomorrow, but I am over here just in the weeds with this. This is
was there, as far as you were, was there
fascinating.
anyone else involved in Elliot Rogers' mission?
I believe that he told me that other members of 4chan were giving him encouraging support so that he would have the courage to start his rebellion.
Right. Okay. And so you last speak to him on March 20th.
May 20th.
May 20th, 2014.
Yes.
He commits his acts on the 23rd of May.
Yes.
And when did you learn that what he had done?
I saw it on the news later that night.
Later on the 23rd.
Yes.
Okay. And what did you think?
I thought that I came to the understanding that this is the mission that he had to carry out.
Okay. All right. And anything else?
Yeah, what
I
else
felt
did you
kind
learn?
of proud of him for his acts of bravery.
Okay. All right.
Oh, he was
And
proud,
what
honey.
about
He said,
how
"You're
you
so brave."
started to change your thinking? Was
So
any
brave.
was any of that going on?
I was starting to feel
Yes, I am, Marilyn. Bless you. Bless you, my child. Bless you, mama's baby. Ooh.
radicalized at that time.
You were. Okay. And when you say radical,
Like button for mama.
Meaning I felt it was time to take action and not just sit on the sidelines and to just fester in my own sadness.
Right on. Okay. All right. And so, this is starting. This is a process. It's not something that just. I mean, the day that you realized that you were a celeb was the day that you were ridiculed by these girls at this party. But,
on Halloween of 2013.
right.
keeps
But
calling
then
them-
as you got
He keeps calling it a celeb. It's an incel, but the officer guy keeps fucking the word up. He keeps calling it a celeb. It's an incel.
to know Elliot, and then understanding his mission and what he had done, you began to become radicalized in terms of your thought process.
Yes.
Okay, and so what takes place next as part of this growing radicalization?
To be honest, the planning didn't occur until about a month ago. Most of it was actually just thinking
Okay.
and daydreaming.
Okay, all right. So the thinking and daydreaming, when did that start?
That started about a month after the rebellion in May of 2014.
Okay,
So I mean, so in June I started thinking about this stuff.
and then that continued right up till about a month ago?
Yes, which is when I booked the van with the rider in
Okay.
order to use as a tool for rebellion.
Okay, all right. So take me through that process. What was going through your mind, and what were you thinking when you were doing all of this? What was going on?
I was thinking that it was a time that I stood up to the Chads and Stacys.
Okay. And then so what happened? So this.
Imagine standing up to people who don't know you exist. Imagine imagine standing up to people who don't know you exist and doing so and it being your last thing you do as a free person. Standing up to people who don't know that you exist. You could have sat down for that. I don't think you needed to stand up to them. I think maybe you should have sat the fuck down for that one. Mag, is it, you said early in the UK? It's late in the East Coast Americas. It's crazy over here. It's crazy over here. I live in crazy land.
Tell me what takes place.
So I booked the van.
Yep.
And then I just simply wait until today.
Yep.
And then I go rent the van, and then I drive it, take it downtown to Toronto.
Okay.
And I just start using it as a weapon.
Okay. All right. And so when you say that, what do you mean by that?
Meaning the vehicle collided with several pedestrians, some of who are no longer alive as a result.
Right. Okay. And so that's a lot of information. Take me back to a month ago. You said this is when this whole planning started?
Yes.
Okay. So about a month ago, where were you at that point?
I was at Seneca College, and I decided to phone Ryder and book either a truck or a van with them. And they had a 10-foot van available, so I figured that this is perfect. I can it's big enough to have an effect, but not too big that I can't maneuver with it. So the van was the perfect medium size to use as my weapon.
Right on. Okay. So you're at Seneca?
Yes.
You said? And where specifically at Seneca are you?
I was at the college library when I made the phone call.
At the college library when you made the phone call?
Yes.
So the library that you just drew for me?
Yes.
Okay. And where were you specifically in the library?
These desks.
Okay. What you just?
It was actually my face was facing north.
So show me where you were.
I was sitting here, facing this way.
Okay, so you just put.
Well, yeah, they arrested him on the spot. So yeah, they got him out of the car. Yeah, so he definitely did it. And he has an internet history. So yeah, it wasn't gonna be no denying it. So yeah, I'd say he definitely was gonna admit it. But look at the stance of this. Look at this man.
Put Ryder phone call. Okay. So you're sitting there, and this is about a month ago. What day specifically is this?
It was near the beginning of April, so it wasn't exactly a month ago, but almost a month ago.
Okay. All right. So you're at your desk, and what time of day is it?
Midday.
Midday. And you said you made a phone call?
Yes.
And how do you make that phone call?
By Googling the rental number for the nearest Ryder location.
Okay, and how do you Google the?
I just simply said Ryder rental locations on my laptop.
On your laptop. Okay, so when you say on your laptop, were you using a school computer?
No, actually, I was using a Windows computer. Because I know I said before I have a Mac, but I also have a Windows which I take to school just because I don't want the Mac to get damaged.
Oh, okay, so you've got two laptops.
Yes.
Oh, okay. What's your other laptop?
The Windows. Mac and Windows.
Yeah. No, I guess is it? What's the name of the actual laptop? The make?
It's a Lenovo.
Lenovo. Oh, I see. Okay. And what color is that?
Black.
Black. And where is that in your bedroom?
It's located in my closet.
Oh, okay. All right. Where you hang your clothes?
Yes, above them.
Above? It's on the top shelf?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How many closets in your bedroom?
Just one.
Just one. Okay. So you take the Lenovo laptop to your school.
Yes.
At Seneca, and in the library at the desk, you Google the nearest Ryder.
Yes.
Truck rental.
Yes.
Okay. And what made you decide to choose Ryder?
Because I had looked up some reviews online. They people were saying good stuff about them. Because I had looked at some other companies such as U-Haul.
Oh my God. But I mentioned renting a van and checking the ratings of the company for service. Imagine checking the ratings, the service ratings, and then being like, you know what? This company has a bad reputation for being for service. So I'm going to go with this one that has better ratings. And then you go to get it. And then you drive it through the people. And that was the only reason why you rented it. What fucking does it matter what the service is like? The service ratings were like online. He said, why did you pick that company to get the truck from? He's like, oh, well, the ratings were good.
Haul, and people were complaining about them, saying that the trucks never arrived.
Oh, this guy's autistic as hell. He's super autistic. He's super mega autistic. Okay, so definitely smarter than Daryl for sure.
On time. The customer support is terrible, but people loved Ryder.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, that makes sense. So this was just reviews that you'd read online that made you choose Ryder.
Yes.
Okay. Can I ask why were you looking specifically for a truck?
Because it would be large enough to inflict severe damage.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so
Wow.
how do you contact Ryder?
By phoning them, basically.
And what phone do you use?
My cell phone.
Oh, okay. So you got a cell phone with you?
Yes.
All right. What type of phone is that?
Android.
An Android phone. Okay. And that's an actual make?
That's it. Well, it's either your phone's either going to be Android or iOS. My phone is Android.
What's the make of the phone, though?
Asus Zen 4. Was it Asus Zen Phone 4?
Okay. And where's that phone?
What do you mean by where?
Where is your cell phone right now?
It was confiscated.
Oh, so we have it.
Yes.
Okay. And what's the phone number to your cell?
416-836-9711.
Okay. And so you call Ryder, and from Seneca, and what Ryder truck rental? What's the address?
700 Cornerstone Road.
Oh, okay. And so what do you say to them? What's the conversation here?
I just
remembers the address of
said,
the...
hey, how are you doing? I was interested in renting a truck. I told him that I wanted to just help a friend.
Good night, B. Lewis. Good night. Off Weeder said, so long, farewell, us feeder, us off Weeder saying goodbye. Night, boo.
And move furniture around.
Okay, all right. Do you remember the individual you spoke to?
I believe it was either a Matt or Mike.
A Matt or a Mike, okay. And what did Matt or Mike say?
That, yeah, we do have some trucks available, and that we can rent them out to you, and that he asked me when I wished to rent it, and I said April 23, and lo and behold, it was available today.
Okay. Can I ask why you chose April 23rd?
I felt it would be more symbolic if I had completed my exams.
Okay.
Oh my God. You decide to ruin your whole life and remove people from the planet. And then, but you decide that it would be symbolic somehow. Don't ask me how. Somehow it would be symbolic if you took your fucking final exams first. I can imagine people doing some shit like this because they don't want to take the exams. They're like, fuck it, it's over. And they do some crazy shit because they don't want to take the exams. This man decided to take his exams first. You know what? Let's wait until I take my finals so that I can really have thrown my life away. You know, like, so that I can know for sure that I have most definitely, as thoroughly as possible, just wasted all of my motherfucking time. Like I was gonna. I wanted to take my final exams first. His autism is autistic as hell. Okay.
But apart from the 23rd, there was no other reason?
No,
So if you had finished your exams on the 15th, it would have been the 15th?
it would have been the 16th.
Or the 16th, okay. All right.
Wow.
So how long is your conversation with the
Okay, so I say we take this and we banish final exams because of this. If it weren't for the final exams, this never would have happened. Here's what it's looking like. This shit is wild, bro.
fellow from Ryder?
About 2 minutes,
Okay.
because it was fairly quick.
Okay, all right. And then what happens? So you made this phone call. Sorry, let me ask you this. Did you reserve the truck?
Yes.
Oh, you okay. And what did you tell him in terms of reserving? How was that going to take place?
I said that we agreed that I could just simply pick it up.
Okay. Did you have to give a deposit or anything like that?
Yes, I had to give. It was about a $400 deposit when I arrived at the location.
Okay, but that's not till later.
Correct.
Okay, so you just reserved the truck. There was no requirement for you to give any type of credit card or form of payment?
Correct.
Okay. So you reserved the truck, then what happens?
Then I simply record the reservation, and then I go on that day to pick it up.
So nothing happens for approximately 1 month?
Correct.
So you're not thinking about this? Or
I am thinking about it, but I didn't
Okay.
need to make any further preparations.
Okay, so what are you thinking about while you're waiting to make these preparations or waiting to rent the truck?
The uprising. I was thinking that I would inspire future masses to join me in my uprising as well.
Okay, all right. And how are you going to do that?
I was going to tell people on 4chan beforehand.
Okay, all right. And did you do that?
Yes, I did. I did a 1 day in advance.
Oh, okay, all right. So did you actually go onto
Look at
4chan
this.
Yes.
and post messages?
Look at the stance on this man. The hair on top of his head is completely see-through. Like, if it weren't for this hair on the sides, I would just think he had a close cut. But this hair on the sides, like, it's confusing because I can see his hairline. So, and there's hair. It's just like it's dark, but it's just super short. It's like he deliberately cut a George Jefferson haircut onto himself. You know, like it looks like he deliberately gave himself the George Jefferson, you know. I don't know what's going on with this dude's hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm confused.
Yes.
Okay, and what name did you, or they're anonymous, you said that?
Yeah,
Is that right?
that's the default. If you don't specify a name, it's going to say anonymous.
Okay, did you specify a name?
No, it was anonymous.
Okay, so it was anonymous. Okay.
Yes.
And what time did you go onto 4chan?
Approximately at 3 p.m. yesterday.
3 p.m. yesterday, okay. And what specifically did you say?
I was using a code language to avoid detection by the authorities. I stated that there will be a beta uprising tomorrow. I encourage others to follow suit.
Okay, okay. And did you post on any other mediums?
Media.
Media. Any other media?
No, just 4chan.
Just 4chan. Okay, did anybody reply?
Yes, quite a few people were congratulating me because I suspect they probably knew what I meant by what I said.
Okay.
And in fact, I remember there was one poster who said he was from Edmonton and he would be planning a similar uprising in November 15 of this year.
Of this year, okay. Okay, and what specifically did he say in terms of what he was
He
going to
said, "Hey, thanks, man. You've given me great inspiration. November 15, Edmonton, the continuation of the rebellion."
Okay, okay.
Those are his words.
Okay, I understand, okay.
Isn't that funny? He remembers that exactly like a quote. Like a quote. He remembers that exactly.
And so that was the one thing you did to, as you were thinking about this and planning. What else were you doing?
Well, I was finishing up my schoolwork as normal,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
as I still have to worry about my schoolwork.
Right. Of course. Anything else?
That's crazy that he thought he still needed to worry about his schoolwork. Of course, I mean, yes, I'm planning an uprising, but, there's still my schoolwork. I can't neglect my schoolwork. Okay? That's over, bro. That schoolwork stuff is done. It was all for nothing. Hopefully your parents didn't pay for your school. Hopefully they weren't over there struggling to pay for your fucking school when your intentions was to go all the way to the very end to pay to have them pay for all of that just to be right after your final exam for you to pull this bullshit. Something tells me that's exactly what happened. Like something. Oh, that is terrible. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Ooh. Hell no. I can barely get 300 people to watch a video these days of mine. Ain't nobody gonna recognize me. Mama is the opposite of famous, okay? I can't even get people to click on the like button. I gets no love. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. I refuse to sell out and I'm paying for it financially. But I don't give a shit. I'm just not that girl. Hell motherfucking no. Ooh. Hell motherfucking no. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, I hate to do it, but I gotta go to work tomorrow and I'm gonna be sick to my stomach if I stay up too late. And I gotta wake up in the morning. I'll be contemplating strange shit when that happens. Okay. So, but this has been very interesting and now I'm invested, so I have to finish it. But tomorrow is a half day, so I think when I get home, I'm just gonna make something to eat and pop on here and to finish this out. And then I can do another, another live, like a different type of live. But I want to finish this, yeah, on its own. So y'all be seeing me early tomorrow. I get off from tomorrow's a half day, so it'll be like safe bet about 3 o'clock. Probably about 3 o'clock live to finish this thing. I got like an hour left, almost an hour left. But I mean, some of this may not even be that, but I want to keep this marker here so it'll pick up where it left off at. Yeah. Yeah, it's got about, 56 minutes, like 55, 56 minutes. All right. Yeah, part 2, early tomorrow. So that'll be cool. That'll be cool. On the first day of the month. All right, y'all. Thanks for kicking it with me. My didn't meet my goal, not even close. It was the last day of the month. It was terrible. I did terribly. But it's my own fault. You know what I'm saying? It's my fault. It is my fault. Did I do that? Yep, it is my fault. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Au revoir. Hit the like button if you haven't. Just do it. Just do it for my mom. Okay. Okay. Later, Gators. Oh, sorry. Wrong button. Wrong button. Oh, is it April Fool's Day? Cool.